Let's go. Kill Jadis. What's up, buddy? B. Al. Hey, good morning, Paul.
Paul?
Sorry, we're a few minutes late. What's up, Robert? Lee B. Daniel Mangus. We got them flooding in here. They've been waiting.
Been waiting, man.
Yeah, they're sitting in front of their computers for the last 6 minutes.
What have you guys been doing?
Where the hell you guys been? Tider Raider. What's up, my brother? Chevy, what's up, dude? Big Shane.
Ask him how the audio sounds, Jeff.
Hey, how's the audio sound? Everybody sound good? I missed you too, Daniel. Did we sound okay?
Okay, good.
Good.
Thanks, y'all.
Good.
Good. We're having a recording software is doing some funky stuff, but as long as you guys can hear us good on the YouTubes, we're good.
Yeah, we'll be all right. Hey, Robert, Colorado was fantastic, man. It was beautiful. And I love throwing shade at Bronco fans.
Yeah, you do.
It's always the best. There's Ron the Materator.
What's up, Ron? All right, here we go. Let's kick off this episode number 249 of Raiders Fan Radio.
Jackpot, baby. Raiders Fan Radio.
Oakland, L.A., Oakland, Vegas, Raider Nation, wherever, forever. You got your old Uncle Mosh and Raiders Fan Radio from Murph's Man Cave, taking a lighter journey into the dark side. Sit back, put your feet up, pop a top, and enjoy the ride. Here we go!
Look left, look right, collecting top, a leaping top, touchdown!
We miss you, we love you, and we'll see you in the Hall of Fame.
When you have great coaches, then after you have great coaches, you get great players. You have a great organization, and you tell them one thing: just win, baby.
Way up the middle, intercepted Filipiano at the 50, high running down, Oakland football, and I think Oakland victory.
The Oakland Raiders have scored on the most zany, unbelievable, absolutely impossible dream of a play.
Well, I love this team. I think this team can win. I think this team can win.
You are listening live to Raiders Fan Radio, hosted by Murph, Uncle Mosh, and Swag Jeff. Take it away, guys.
Why, thank you, Brett Musburger. What is up, Raider Nation? Your buddy Murph back once again for what we hope will be a fantastic episode of Raiders Fan Radio, episode number 249 of Raiders Fan Radio, coming to you live from Murph's Fan Cave, otherwise known as my bonus room, where we do this little thing called Raiders Fan Radio. And we appreciate everybody that is joining us live here tonight on the YouTubes. We appreciate you so very, very much. Everyone that is in the chat room already tonight, Raider78, our bestie Michelle Sweat is in there. Kill Jada, Shane Tolbert. Let's see, I believe, is that Big Shane? Big Shane, Michelle Sweat, Paul Edgerton, Lee B is in there. Ron the Materator, of course, holding it down. Tider Raider is in there. Jeff Murphy, Domenico's Represent is in there. Let's see, Robert Pena is in there. We appreciate all of you. Matthew Mangus. So very, very much for joining us here for this episode number 249 of Raiders Fan Radio. So my name is Murph, and I'll be your host for tonight. But don't do this show alone because that would be a podcast selfie, and podcast selfies suck. So I normally would welcome in my real-life uncle who adorns the Western Annex to the Murph's Fan Cave desk.
Murph, Swag, Jeff, and who's the third guy?
That's that guy. And so in his absence tonight, though, I am so thankful, though, to welcome back to the show my best friend and yours, the man that adorns the Southern Annex of the Western Annex of the Murph's Fan Cave desk. We call him Swag Jeff.
Yeah, man, absolutely. Oh, my gosh.
Swaggo?
I missed you guys. I missed you
bro.
guys. You know,
It's the summer of swag.
it's
for
the
crying
summer
out
of
loud.
swag for crying out loud. And when I'm not there, it's just, there's not as much swag going on. But you guys raised a ton of money last week. Yeah, that was badass,
That was
dude.
badass. Well, thank you so much to the amazing listeners and the amazing community that we have
Totally.
around this thing that we do, Raiders Fan Radio. And yeah, we were able to raise, what was it, over $600
Yeah, dude.
last week.
Yeah, that's money, man.
Money, literally. It was fantastic. And so we appreciate all those amazingly kind donations.
Yes.
And for those of you that don't know, so the Summer of Swag, that's our fundraising season. Of course, we raise money all throughout the course of the year, every year. But here over the summertime, we get these amazing autographed items. We know a guy. So
We got a guy.
We got a guy. So the guy supplies us with some really cool stuff, and so we like to auction that stuff off, and or actually raffle it off, more like, and we give it away.
Yes.
We send it off to you, and I've got a load going out tomorrow that will go, including the stuff that we have tonight. And so appreciate all those amazing donations that we got last week, and the amazing donations we've gotten already in the Summer Swag. And so to continue with the Summer of Swag tonight, which we're going to talk about in a minute. You want to tease the item, Jeff? You want to tease?
Yeah, we'll just throw it to the fan cam.
Oh, just throw it to the fan
Just
cam?
throw it to the fan cam.
All right, there's the fan cam. Then let me get the so for the audio listeners, Jeff, what do you got over there?
Oh my gosh! So we've got a signed Nate Hobbs AFL style jersey. So we will be auctioning that off. We'll be raffling it off tonight. So every $10 donation that comes in gets you one poker chip into the bucket for a chance to win. And Tider Raider has already says, I want some of that with a $10 donation. So poker chip number 1 goes to Ty Raider tonight.
Nice.
So thank you very much, Ty. And yeah, man, this is a big ticket item, man. This is cool. This is cool.
This is a good one, man. We've
It's a
got
good
some
one.
fantastic ones coming up. Also, we've got the autographed full-size Hunter Renfrow replica helmet, which we'll be giving away at the end of the month.
Yes.
When we do our kind of like our season finale of the Summer of Swag.
Yeah.
But it's also our Fannies Award, which is our award show that we do
So,
each and
so
every
I
year.
got something funny about that.
Okay, tell me about it.
So we call and we've been calling it the Fannies for a long time, the Fanny Awards.
Years, like
So
6 years now.
So I was scrolling through Twitter the other day, and you know who else has a Fanny Awards?
Oh, no.
OnlyFans.
Oh, no.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the girls that shake their asses and stuff like that for money and stuff online and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have an annual Fanny Awards as well.
You're kidding. Yeah. I hate that. How do they spell it?
The same way we spell it.
Fanny? We spell it Fannies, like Grammys. That's why.
Is that what we do?
That's why I named it Fanny.
I spell it wrong.
Because the Grammy is Grammy.
Oh, okay.
So I named it the Fanny, Fanny.
Oh, okay.
And
Well,
I
we'll
thought it
make
was
sure we'll
funny
make
'cause
sure
it's
it's
your ass,
we'll make
you
sure
know what
it's spelled different. You know?
Okay, yeah.
Either that or we'll do a collab with them and Uncle Mosh will shake his ass for donations.
We'll raise money for the foundation any way we can do it,
Absolutely, man.
All right, Uncle Mosh. Oh, shoot. I got a video of Uncle Mosh. Because Uncle Mosh is fishing.
Yes.
That's why he's not here. And I got a really funny video of him flopping around on the deck.
We show that every year.
I know, and I don't have it preloaded. But anyways.
That's all right.
Use your imagination. Uncle Mosh, shirtless with fish flopping around on the deck there. All right, so appreciate everybody that's in the chat room. We've already got amazing donations coming in tonight. From Tider Raider says, did someone say Domenico's? Yes, we did. And we had a big giant tray of Domenico's. We took up to the...
we'll talk about that later.
I'll just kind of save where we're going with that. But yes, we had the amazing Domenico's. And then one Chip Gang for Kill Jadis in there with his $9.99 donation. Appreciate Michelle Sweat in there, Tyrone Graves. Trinidad is in there. What's up, Trin? Matthew Mangus is in there. Ebony Graves. Ebony, I swear I've got your towel on the way. And a couple other goodies. Fabricator Gil, our good buddy, is in there. James Farrell says, great shirt, Murph. Thanks, man. So this was sent to me.
Dude, that is probably the most badass shirt I've ever seen.
It's freaking cool. So for those of you on the audio podcast, I'm wearing the Metallica Raiders shirt. So this is from the Las Vegas concert that they did. In fact, I've got the audio CD right here. I got the audio CD of this because I was hoping that maybe they had like shouted out or said something about the Raiders. So you can get, like, whenever Metallica does a live concert, you can get the CD of that live performance. It's pretty cool. And so I was hoping like maybe there was a nugget in there about the Raiders. There's not. But the shirt is there, of course, their amazing logo. And then it's got a spiked like helmet and like face guard and stuff. Looks very Raidery. And then, of course, the Raiders shield there.
Yeah, the chain shield, man. That's so
it's
cool.
Really cool. So much respect and thank you to whoever sent this. It showed up there in the.
So you just got that at the fan cave.
Showed up here at the fan cave. People like to send us stuff, and this just showed up. So anyway, so very, very cool. It's the actual shirt. It's not a reprint from, and I know that because it's printed on the neck.
Well, there you go.
Because they call it the Wherever I Roam. Because of the song.
Oh,
yeah. So it's
how cool.
Yeah. So anyways, thank you for the call out on the shirt. Who else? Ashton is in there. What's up, Ashton? Ebony Graves is in there. Lee B. Raider Roo, of course, up there in Utah. Appreciate you. Pineapple's in there. So many of our good friends in the chat room tonight. All right. Here at the top of the show, Jeff.
Yes.
Actually, first, let me say this.
Say it.
Thank you to those of you that are not only joining us live, but are joining us on the audio podcast, where you can find any podcast service just by searching Raiders Fan Radio in your popular or favorite machine. You can find it. We are on Audible.
Yeah.
We're on Odyssey.
Yes.
We're on iHeart, Stitcher, Apple,
Amazon
Google,
Music.
Amazon. Ask your device. You can find Raiders Fan Radio. Even if you watch us on the YouTubes, do us a favor and give us the old sub there.
America, go to the YouTube right now.
Thank you. And go to and give us the old sub there on your audio. Go to your audio thing and just push the button. Push the freaking.
Just press the damn button, nerd.
That subscribe button. Just hit on it. You ain't got to listen to it. Just subscribe to it and download it and all that good stuff. And anyways, the more support we can get that way promotes the show. And of course, the more the show gets promoted, the more money we raise. The more money we raise, the more money we give to our foundation, which is the One Nation Foundation. So thank you to all of you that are joining us on the audio podcast. Thank you to those of you that are also joining us on the website via fansided.com or just Blog Baby. We are, of course, the official Raiders podcast of those two websites, and we appreciate our partnership with them so very, very much. So that said, here at the top of the show, we like to take our episode number and tie it back to something significant within Raider Nation.
Yes.
And so Jeff has that duty and does such an incredible job with it every week. And Swaggo, who do you have this week?
Yeah, before we do that, I do want to give much respect to Matthew Mangus, with a $10 donation. Says, I love the shirt and the new Adams jersey. So this isn't a jersey. This is just one of the like jerseys or whatever. But yeah, this was a birthday gift, and I freaking love it. So and Tyrone Graves with a $5 donation as well. Thank you, Tyrone. But yes, each and every week we take a significant moment within Raider Nation and relate it back to the episode number. And I got a couple this week.
You got a couple?
I got a couple. Nice. I got a couple because I did it, and then I got a little help.
Oh, from the assistant to the assistant?
Assistant to the assistant GM
nice,
of the episode number. Yep. So the one that I found was we went back to 2015. 2015, the Raiders went 7-9 that year, but we are going to be highlighting the sophomore season of your quarterback from Fresno State, number 4, Derek Carr.
Let's go.
So in 2015, DC went 350 for 573 for 3,987 and 32 touchdowns, which is a career high for him in touchdowns. He averaged 249 yards a game through the air that season.
Nice job, Swaggo.
Well, yeah. But then I got outdone.
Oh, no.
I got outdone, man, because
the assistant to the assistant?
The assistant to the assistant to the assistant, he outdid me this week. So it's a career stat, which we love. We love a career stat.
We love a good career stat.
We love a good damn career stat around here. So we're going to be highlighting George Blanda and Chris Barr.
Chris Barr?
Yes.
Wow.
So
Chris Barr, the kicker if you need him.
Yes, absolutely. And we're going to be highlighting George Blanda, the kicker.
Oh, the kicker if you need him. Okay,
absolutely.
I dig it. All right.
So both of these guys attempted 249 field goals in their respective careers for the Raiders. So Blanda from 67 to 75 and Barr from 80 to 88. So both of them 249 career field goal attempts.
Oh, you got outdid.
I got outdid by thumb.
Yeah, old T-Hom got you on that
T-Hom
one.
got me on that one.
Wow, nicely done, T-Hom.
Yeah, man. But oh my gosh, thank you. Thank you. I'll take any help I can get.
You know what? That's the thing, is that we're all about lifting each other up around here.
Absolutely.
Like, and if you can outdo us, outdo us. Like, we ain't got no pride.
Oh my gosh, totally.
We got no pride invested in this thing. We just want to offer the best product possible.
Absolutely.
And if your product is better than ours, then we'll talk about yours instead.
A rising tide raises all ships.
Amen, brother.
You know what I mean? So, absolutely. But, as these episode numbers get higher and higher and higher, it's harder and harder to find stuff.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So please help. Thank you.
All right, let's get to some contact info, Jeff, and then let's enter in to the summer of swag.
Let's do it. I'm running two boards.
Jeff's running all the equipment.
I'm running
over there
all
today.
the boards tonight.
It's on Mosh's, the one over there.
Is it on Mosh's?
Yeah, it's over there. It's contact info.
Oh my gosh. Riveting. Here it is.
Here you go.
Woo! Hey, Raider Nation.
Ooh, hey, Raider Nation. You got your old Uncle Mosh here with an updated contact info. So sit up, zip up, shut up, and pay attention. You can call us at 909-345-3346, or as Murph would say it, 909-345-3346. How about emailing me? You want to email me? Email me at show@RaidersFanRadio.com. Or what about reaching out to us on some of that social media stuff Swaggy likes?
I like it.
Try Facebook at Raiders Fan Radio Podcast. The Twitter at Raiders Fan Radio. Insta something. Instagram at Raiders Fan Radio. The TikTok at Raiders Fan Radio. Or what about the Twitch? Some of you out there twitching. Anyway, Twitch at Raiders Fan Radio. Or if you don't like that, go to the YouTube. America, go to the YouTube. YouTube.com/Raiders Fan Radio. Oh my God, if that wasn't enough, go to your podcast provider and search Raiders Fan Radio. Holy crap, that was a lot.
Yeah, it was. Good.
Nice.
Let's go.
That was a good one.
Let's go.
That was a good one, Jeff. All right.
Absolutely. And speaking of good ones, John Ogle in the chat with a $20 donation to the One Nation Foundation. So poker chip number 4 goes to John Ogle right there for a chance to win this.
Show the jersey, man.
Yeah, let's get up close and personal with this one right here.
Let's get intimate. Let's let it happen. It's natural. It's okay.
Just let it happen. Just let it happen.
Just kind of nuzzle.
Get in there all nice and deep like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm screaming? Jeez. Nate Hobbs signed AFL jersey and comes with the JSA certificate of authenticity. So it's that right there. You know it's the real deal. You know Nate Hobbs had his hands all over this one. So yeah, man, get in the mix, man. Every $10 donation gives you one poker chip into the running to win this Nate Hobbs signed jersey. And and it goes to where? The One Nation Foundation.
Absolutely.
Where we donate to many Raider-related charities, especially each and every year we do a big donation to the Blitnikoff Foundation and Tracy's Place of Hope and all that good stuff. So yeah, man, come on. What are you doing? Let's get in the mix.
Going to go to a great cause. Tracy's Place of Hope, of course, takes in young ladies who are at risk of domestic violence or substance abuse, and not only offers them a sanctuary and a safe place, but offers rehabilitative services outside of just getting them to those through those challenges, but also teaches them life skills, resume building, all kinds of amazing things. And this was done, of course, in honor of Fred Bolitnikoff's daughter Tracy, who was taken way too soon. And so Tracy's Place of Hope is an amazing facility. That's what the Bolitnikoff Foundation funds, and that's where your money is going to go, because everything that we raise here tonight will go into that donation. We are working. We've come up with a bunch of different goals, and we've kind of spouted them off. Here's what I'm thinking. If we could double it 2 times in a row would be amazing. The first year we gave away $2,000. Last year we gave away $4,000. If this next year, if we could give away $8,000, that would be amazing. And we're at I don't know. After tonight, we'll probably be at $4,000. So we'll already be halfway there, and then we'll have the rest of the year. The foundation dinner isn't until December, so we have a little bit more runway this year.
Yep.
So I'm thinking we could definitely get there, and we've got some incredibly exciting stuff coming up, especially as we get into this season. And we'll save, because we're going to talk about that.
Yeah, well, and the summer of swag might be extended just a little bit, We might go to overtime in the summer of swag.
We might have to do that. Because we got so much stuff, man. I got a signed Daryl LaMonica jersey over here that we're gonna give away. Look at this thing, beauty right here. We're gonna give this thing away. Jeff's got a freaking autographed full-size Hunter Renfrow helmet over there we're going to give away. Like, we're giving away so much cool stuff, you guys. And so the summer swag is going to continue to roll. And again, 100% of that money, we're going to give it all away. All right, so here in the summer swag. So, Jeff, we have a theme song for the Summer of Swag.
Oh, no way.
Yes. So last week you missed it.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. So this week I'm going to play it again. So here to kick off, and again, as the donations come in, we appreciate you very much. Tyrone Graves is in there. He's in the One Chip Gang with a 5 and a 5. We appreciate you, my friend. And so let's go ahead and check in with the Raider Karaoke Kid and listen to the new theme song for the Summer of Swag.
That's great, it started with a draft date. Fans came to participate. Murph and Jeff were not afraid. Back to the fan cave, sharing with the enclave, teasing all the show leads, pumping super chat feeds, mosh with the promo cuts, chief. We still hate your guts, prizes and surprises on the weekly club in a blame game, branch to the Hall of Fame while Ziegler and McDaniels work a combat site. Swag Jeff swinging with the Mangers brothers breathing down his neck. Team by team reporters baffle cap, working out, grabbing at the low fruit. Fine, then, overflow. One receiver gotta go, but it'll do. Rep yourself, serve yourself. Davis serve the team's needs. Captain cursing ears bleed, waiting for the beginning of the seat. Bring the mic right, scrounging up a get well card for Rivers, worn out white. It's the summer of swag, yes we know it.
Yes,
it's the summer of swag, yes we know it. It's the summer of swag, yes we know it. We feel fine. Car haters open fire, looking at the waiver wire. Foggy glasses slow turn, listen to the nation churn. Ink him to a contractor, let him walk and cut that. Every move deliberate, new regime legitimate. Uncle Mosh, Shoey, Cleat, chug down. Mad Max and Chandler, crush, best calls you ever heard. Press the damn button, nerd. Poker chip, drop. Operation One Nation, benefits down the line. It's the summer of swag, yes we know it. It's the summer of swag, yes we know it. It's the summer of swag, yes we know it. We feel fine.
Yeah, we do.
We feel fine. It's the summer of swag, yes we know it. It's the summer of swag, yes we know it. It's the summer of swag, yes we know it. We feel fine. Q-Dog leads the calls, emails, tell it all. One name stands tall, Paul. That's
my favorite.
Premonition, Cardamenta, jackpot, boom. Some still bitter about the 21 Gemini, right? Right. It's the summer of swag, yes we know it. It's the summer of swag, yes we know
Everybody,
it.
It's the summer of swag, yes we know it. We feel fine.
This has been the Raider Karaoke Kid.
Well, yeah.
It's the summer of swag, and we love it. Take care, nation, and to the Mangus boys, top rope, baby.
Oh, let's go.
And okay, so we'll hear from the Mangus brothers when it comes to that top rope call.
Oh, okay.
Just a little bit. It makes my glasses fog up again.
Nice.
I love that from the Raider Karaoke Kid. Thank you so
much.
So we've had some monsters come in during the time.
Absolutely. So Big Shane is in the chat right there and said, well, let's raise some money, Nation. Let's go, and drop the hundo, man.
Let's
drop
go,
the $100 to the One Nation Foundation. Thank you so much, Big Shane. So 10 poker chips for you, my friend. And then jumping in, says, longtime caller here, as these show numbers get higher and higher, I lost track after 225. Keep encouraging the ladies to wear yoga pants and donating to charity. That's Aaron the Q-Dog Raider with a 1911 donation.
Let's go, Capo.
Thank you, Capo.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Aaron the Q-Dog Raider, man. That's awesome. Good stuff. So Big Shane comes in there and drops a freaking C note. And Big Shane, I'm looking at your Shane helmet. It's right there because all this stuff is going to go. If you win again tonight, I'll just throw them in the same box. So it'll be nice.
Oh, well, don't lobby for winners, but
Yeah, no. I'm not, and I will pay the extra shipping if somebody else wins it. I'm just saying it'd be kind of funny. All right. So here at the top of the show. All right. Now that we've got summer swag going on here.
Now that we're 30 minutes into the show, here at the top.
At the top. We do have a lot of tops of the show. So we're going to give out a little bit of respect. So we don't do props around here. We don't do shout outs. There's nothing wrong with those things, but we're Italian. We like to give a little bit of respect.
Murph, Swaggy J, Nation, it's time for a little respect. Respect ain't bought, it ain't sold, it ain't demanded, it ain't negotiated, it's earned. And without blowing smoke or giving shameless plugs, we want to say salute and much respect to the following folks.
All right, so here with the top.
I love that.
That's good. That's a good.
I love that.
That's a good one. It's good. Mosh is good. You know what?
Yeah, he's all right.
He's all right. Yeah.
Uncle Mosh, you're the smartest man alive.
He is, in fact. And you know what? He does those in one take.
He's a one-take Jake.
He's a
on all
one-take
those
Jake,
things,
man. All those voiceovers you hear Mosh do, he does them in one shot. I'll be like, you ready to go? And he'll be like, hang on a minute, I gotta write down. He'll write down some notes, and he'll go, okay, go. I'll hit the
Absolutely.
And I hit the button, and then he's done. Okay, so first off,
and even if he messes up, because you remember that contact info from a couple years ago, and he was like, if you wanted to, if you wanted to. I mean, if you want to.
Yeah.
But it was perfect.
It works. He embraces the mistakes. That's what gives it character.
And Uncle Mosh is in there.
There's Uncle Mosh
He's in the chat, says, have a great show. I got a clean fish.
Ah, there he is. There's Uncle Mosh. Hey, Uncle Mosh. So yeah, we're just talking about you. So here at the top of the show, we don't give props. We don't give shout outs. Nothing wrong with those things. We give up a little bit of respect. So first off, respect to one of my all-timers. One of my all-time favorite players, a guy that I think, unfortunately, was underutilized based on the talent and the skill set that he brought to the team. But when he was utilized, was an absolute stud on the field, was one of the greatest Madden players of all time. Talk about a mismatch nightmare. And I'm talking about this guy that's over my shoulder. That's number 45, Marcel Reese, former fullback for the Raiders, former wide receiver for the University of Washington. Marcel signed that for me live at a freaking Raiders-Titans game, man, a handful of years ago. Now I don't remember how long ago it was now, but I was wearing his jersey, and we were down at the field level watching warm-ups. And he was doing these like toe taps in the back of the end zone. Looks up and sees me standing there wearing his jersey, and like immediately came over and he goes, "Hey man, let me get that jersey." And I was like, okay. So I freaking took my jersey out, and I didn't have a Sharpie or nothing. It was this kid standing next to me, and he was probably about 12. So I gave him a good shot in the ribs and took his Sharpie. And and then no, I'm kidding. I asked him, like, "Hey man, can I borrow your Sharpie?" He was like, "Yeah." So I gave and so he signed it, Raider Nation, and then of course Marcel Reese, number 45, right there. So one of my all-time favorites, man. The guy is just so very cool. Well, much respect to Marcel Reese, Jeff, because Marcel Reese is no longer just a legendary fullback and player for the Raiders. He has now been promoted to become the franchise's next vice president and chief of staff. Following a season of turmoil in the front office, the Raiders made a move to promote someone that Mark Davis can truly trust. According to the Review Journal, Reese has held both of these positions since late May. The Raiders hadn't had a lot of good news in the front office for a minute because there's been so much kind of this thing mentions turmoil. But they hope, and Davis hopes, that Reese can start to turn things around and bring some stability for Davis and the rest of the team's executive. Jeff, I love this. This is a very classic.
It's a very Raider move.
Very Raider move. I mean, and look, and there's no, mistaking that Al Davis had a reverence for his players post their playing careers. When you look at especially Gene Upshaw is the ultimate in terms of what he achieved in working for the NFLPA. But the way that Al Davis would, bring these guys in, not only to be mentors to the team, but to work side by side with him. You look at like Willie Brown. Like Willie Brown was, active with the Raiders organization until the day he passed. And so Al Davis was notorious for that. And then we've seen Mark Davis following suit, doing the same things. And like him and Marcel Reese are like best friends. That's the other thing too.
Yeah.
These guys have been like
100%. Well, when Al passed, I mean, wasn't Marcel Reese one of the first guys that was wearing those Al shirts and stuff like that?
Absolutely.
And had it under his jersey and pads every single game. So, I mean, talk about a guy that, had respect for the Godfather, for Al Davis, and to bring that guy in, like, that's exactly what they needed to do.
That's exactly what they needed to do. I think, and you got to have somebody in there that's, look, this isn't just a gig for him. This isn't just a job. He's not a lawyer and this is some front office, role or whatever. Like, that's not at all for Marcel Reese. Marcel Reese is not going to go anywhere.
Nope.
Marcel Reese will be in this position. Basically, he's when you look at the way that the pecking order goes in terms of like power within the franchise, it's Mark Davis and Marcel Reese.
Yep.
He's right there. He's next in line. And so if he can be Mark's right-hand man or better than that, it's not even a right-hand man because that makes him sound like a sidekick, which he's not. Like for him to have all that responsibility to like run the organ, like.
Yep.
But it's perfect. It's so perfect. And so I just much respect,
absolutely.
Well wishes to Marcel. And it's going to be tough at first, learn. I mean, like it ain't easy to run a freaking football franchise in the NFL. You know what I mean? So he's going to have a learning curve. But that he's going to make the right decisions for the right reasons, or they're going to be in the right place anyways. You know what I mean? So
yeah. Well, and so Mark lost a couple of his good friends last year. In the front office and obviously in the head coach in the head coach position. So he's bringing in guys that he's familiar with and he's comfortable with and he knows that'll get a good job done. So I respect him big time for that. I mean, why would you not do that?
Absolutely, yeah. So much respect to Marcel, and I look forward to seeing where this is going to go. That's going to be interesting. I think just consistency is all. That's all. Look, it's like a fan of the team. That's all we really want to see. We just want to see that it's consistent. We just want to see that there's stability there. You know what I mean? And so, because it's like really like, what did we know of like, whether it's Mark Bedane or like whoever else, like what really did it impact does that have on like the field or like, game days? You don't really see that kind of stuff. So what it does though is you just want to see consistency within the organization. And so clearly the Raiders will have that.
Absolutely. And before we move on to the next segment so Trinidad is in there in the chat with a $20 donation.
Hey,
thank you, Trinidad. Blind Athlete says, let's extend it for sure. Let's go. 12-5 will be our record this year. $20 donation. And then,
nice. And
then Fabricator Gil with a $20 donation.
Gil,
thank you guys very, very much. We greatly appreciate that. We're going to the One Nation Foundation.
That is awesome. Appreciate everybody that's in there tonight. And don't forget, and as much as we appreciate, first and foremost, those monetary donations, because that's what supports the foundation, if you could just do us a favor, hit the like, hit the subscribe, go to the audio podcast, any way that you can promote and help us get the word out there for Raiders Fan Radio, that's all that we ask. And so if you're unable to contribute monetarily, please just support the show and be a voice. Help us be a voice, because still nothing works better than word of mouth. And so help us get the word out about Raiders Fan Radio again, because then we can raise more money through advertising.
Well, yeah.
So anyways, all right, this is going to be fun. I'm going to get in and out of this quick because I'm going to turn over to Swag Jeff because he's got a monster announcement to make. So respect here, the second group we want to give respect to is everybody coming to Tennessee for the Raiders-Titans game. So for those of you that don't know, we're originally from California. We relocated to just outside of Nashville, Tennessee, and taken our Raider fandom with us. Then that's where we do this show from. So we're huge, obviously still maintain our Raider fandom out here. And so when the Raiders come and play at Tennessee, we like to do it up. And so it's been a handful of years now that the Raiders have come to Tennessee. And so or when we did the draft, we had our live draft parties. We've done live tailgates. It was the first ever live tailgate that we did back when it was just me and Sonny doing the show. That was the first time you were ever on, Jeff.
Yep, absolutely.
And you joined us there live at the tailgate. So we always do something big. So I want to thank everyone that's coming into town. So I've heard, speaking of that,
Ebony Graves will be here with a $20 donation.
Thank you, Miss Ebony. So there she is, and she says, see y'all in Tennessee. Yes. So, the Graveses are coming, Fabricator Gil's coming, Mojo's coming, Big Raider Trucker's coming, Aaron's coming, Trinidad's coming. We've heard from so many people that are coming to this game. Michelle Sweat says that weekend will be one for the books.
Amen.
100% will be. We've got so many cool things coming up around that, including something that we had today. Jeff, take it before I say something too much.
Yeah, for sure. So today we got to go hang out with our friends down at Bussin' with the Boys. Yeah, downtown Nashville, man. So we got to go and kick it with them for a little bit. We brought them some sandwiches. So shout out to Domenico's. So so we got to feed the boys and we got to hang out with Will and stuff like that. And so we talked to Will,
JP and Blas,
JP and Blas and Garrett and all those guys. Absolutely, man. So much respect to all those guys. So I was texting with Will around the time the schedule got released because we saw that the Titans were playing the Raiders were playing the Titans here in Nashville. And so I said, hey, man, I don't know where you guys are going to be, but we'd love to have a little booth or a little table wherever you guys are going to be. It's going to be a badass time in Nashville. Let's do something.
We just wanted to tag along.
Yeah. Just give us a little, poker table over here in the corner.
At the table. Yeah.
That's it, man. So we got to talk to him today and he goes, so tell me a little bit about more what you guys want to do in Nashville. And we just said, man, we just want to spot a little bit. He goes, no, man. We're going to do it together. So the Bussin' with the Boys tailgate is now going to be the Bussin' with the Boys and Raiders Fan Radio tailgate.
Let's go!
Yeah, man. So not only were we invited to the table, we're going to be at the other head of the table. So it's going to be the Bussin' with the Boys crew. It's going to be JP and Garrett and Blas and all those guys. And, of course, Will's going to be there and all that stuff. So, and they're big time. Much respect to those guys.
Yeah.
They're like
they don't have to do anything for our dopey little show.
No, man, no. But, we put sandwiches in their belly and they felt generous, So, yeah. So, and we become good friends with those guys and stuff like that, both online and off and stuff like that, just kicking it with them. So yeah, man, it's
going to be epic.
It's going to be epic, man. We got a lot of big plans.
A lot of big plans, so it's going to be a lot of fun. So yeah, so we told them, we're going to look. We've got not only all of our RFR crews coming in, but we know there's a lot of other Raiders content creators coming in. So talk about spreading the word. So we're going to get everybody that's going to be in town.
Yes,
we need to show up and represent Raider Nation at that tailgate in the biggest of ways. Because look, those guys, Will played for the Raiders, of course, but he also played for the Titans.
Yep.
And of course, Taylor Lewan has been a stalwart, a left tackle for those guys.
Wish he was on our team.
I don't wish you were a Raider. Not in place of Colt Miller. I like Colt Miller, but but we just want him on the squad.
But Taylor could be right tackle.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Why not?
Why not?
Finishing out in Las Vegas there, Taylor.
Oh, there you go.
That'd be cool. Anyways, so where was I going? Oh yeah. So there's a huge Titans contingent, clearly, and we're going to be in Nashville. Their listening audience is a lot of Titans fans. So it's going to be a lot of that baby blue showing up.
Yeah, there ain't going to be that much.
That's what I'm going to come on. Let's black that thing out, man. Let's
black
freaking
out,
go. Let's show up and let's get real deep Raider Nation style in that thing, man. And let's show them what's up, man. It's going to be so much freaking fun.
Yeah.
Just off the top, we're already going to minimum. We'll have probably 50 people just that we know of that are coming.
It'll be more than that.
No, we know through the show. That's what I'm saying. So we need to get
QB Jeff said his sister Michelle Murphy needs to be there. Raider of the Year.
Yes, thank you.
Yep.
Absolutely.
We'll get her out there.
She knows Charo. She knows Will's wife.
Yeah,
they were at the Pro Bowl together. So absolutely, y'all need to I'm telling you, we need to get as many Raider people there as we possibly can.
Yep.
We need to show them what's up, man. I think that'd be an absolute and Will's all about that.
He's all about it.
He's all about the Raiders, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. He
absolutely. I think he'll be pulling for silver and black that day.
I think so. If he's not playing.
Yeah. If it's not year 10, year 10 Willie.
Year 10 represent. So anyways, so good, really, really, really amazing news there.
Yes.
We had a blast up there today. Got to sit on the bus and hang out for a little bit. And those guys are just incredibly welcoming. Again, they don't have to be. We're just some dopey little podcast down the road. And so they don't have to open their doors like they do. And
Aaron the Q-Dog Raider asked, he goes, will the bus be there?
Yes.
Yes. So we don't know where it's going to be yet. So there's a couple different options of different bars and different spots right there by the pedestrian bridge or right off of it on Broadway and stuff like that. So as soon as we know where it's going to be, we will let you know.
100%. Yeah, 100%. We will definitely pass that along. And we just know for sure that that's what's going to happen. We just, like Jeff said, we're just not quite sure where yet. But we do know that it's going to happen for sure. So we kind of knew something was going to go on, but we wanted to wait till wanted to hear it from the horse's mouth first before we announce it to you guys. So anyways, so we're stoked. All right, let's Jeff, let's hit an audio break. And then here at the top of the show, you guys don't talk about the Raiders. So let's talk about them.
What's up, Raider Nation? It's your boy, Will Compton. You're listening to Raiders Fan Radio with my boys Murph, Swaggy Jeff, and Uncle Mosh. Tune in because they fucking put out a banger podcast.
This is Kevin, the Raider Nerd, live at the Oakland Raiders tailgate. Raiders! We got Gorilla. Say hi to Uncle Mosh and Murph.
I love you guys. Much love from the black hole, baby. Just win.
I appreciate everybody joining us in the chat room tonight. As Chevy Silver Raider says, press the damn button, nerd. That's right. Hit those damn buttons. Hit that like. Hit that subscribe. Smash the bell, as the kids say. Paul Edgerton is also in there. What's up, Paul? Paul? Ashton is in there. What's up, Ashton? Chronicles of the Black Hole. Our buddy Jeff Murphy, speaking of Dominicos, is in there. Let's see. Lee B is in there. Matthew Mangus. Chronicles of the Black Hole. OG Daniel is in there. What's up, Daniel? Stacy Ruff. Says, let's turn Nashville into the L.A. of the South. Heck yeah, man. Bring it all, man. L.A. Raiders, Las Vegas Raiders, Oakland Raiders. Bring them all, man. Bring it. Let's get that thing going. Let's see. Who else is in there? Ebony Graves. What's up, Ebony Graves? Appreciate all of you, Lee B, joining us in the chat room tonight. All right, so here we go. Let's talk about the Raiders. Let's kick it off. And, nothing brings them in. Like talk about Derek Carr. So we're going to talk about Derek Carr. Seems like we talk about him a lot here at the top of the show. But you know what? Look, he's our quarterback. And he's like, like some would say, the best player on the team. And I think that's certainly, arguable when you listen to the Chris Sims podcast that I didn't have time to cut up the audio. I wanted to feature it tonight. But Ron the Materator, hooked us up with a link to the Chris Sims Unbuttoned podcast where he had his quarterbacks that he has ranked from, he ranks all the quarterbacks in the NFL 1 to 32. And he's got Derek Carr at 11. We've talked a lot about Derek Carr being in the top 10, and I think that, Chris Sims very fairly has Derek Carr at 11. And one of the things that he talks about is that, first off, he thinks it's ridiculous how much he's criticized by Raider Nation. He thinks that's so stupid. And when you hang on a minute. What we got?
I got it. Go.
Hang on. Okay. Because I can hide them from. There we go. There we go. We got the. We have a whole lot of bots going on. Jeff mentions OnlyFans, and then now we got the bots going on.
Yeah, well, that's what they said. And someone asked me earlier, he goes, how long did you watch that OnlyFans thing? And I was like, just for a minute. But Kill Jadis won the Saltiest Loser Award in that one, too.
But anyways, okay, so what was I talking about? Oh, about Derek Carr, the disrespected Derek Carr. So anyways, so Chris Sims kind of went on to talk about he's arguably the best player on the team. Yes, Darren Waller. Yes, you could even say Hunter Renfrow. Now you could say Chandler Jones, Max Crosby, right? Devontae's probably pound for pound the best player, I would say.
He's rated highest in Madden.
Is he really? Is he a 99?
He's one of two players at the wide receiver position that are 99 this year.
Let me guess who the other is. Let's see. So
I don't know if you're going to get it.
Really?
You might. I don't know.
Is it stupid Tyreek Hill?
Nope.
Really? Who is it?
It is Cooper Kupp.
Oh, of course. He broke all the damn records last year. I should have known that. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
But I think Hunter's like mid to upper 80s, like 87 or something like that.
He should be.
Yeah.
He should be. He ought to be. Frankly, he ought to be in the 90s.
Yeah, and I think Derek's rated
Derek's usually
80, I think he's 85 this year.
Yeah.
He bumped. Normally he's like an 80.
Yeah.
Something like that. They bumped him up to 85 this year.
Okay,
So respect.
85.
Yeah, he needs to be 85.
All right. And then who else got a lot of disrespect forever was Max Crosby.
Totally.
Got told he was in a 78 or something.
Yep. I think him and Chandler are both like low to mid 90s.
Good. They should be. And then the last one I'll preach about the biggest. So Madden, for those of you that don't know or even care, Madden doesn't have a rating for a long snapper. Long snappers in the game show up as tight ends. And because their long snappers aren't built to be tight ends, so their scores are low. So Trent Sig, who's literally the best long snapper in the league, is usually a 20-something in his Madden rating. And I started a campaign last year, 47 for 47. Come on, Madden, make him a 47 overall because that's his number. I thought that was kind of fun, and it went nowhere.
Oh, well.
Nobody liked it.
They don't listen to us.
They don't like us. They don't like it. They don't like it so much. Just speaking of Silicon, you can see that.
They hate us because they ain't us. That's not what it is. Yes, it is. No, it's not. They hate us.
They hate us because we is us.
Yeah.
All right. So, anyways, what was I talking about? Gosh, I'm all over the place tonight. This is what
Derek
happens.
Carr.
This is what happens when you drink a Bang Energy drink 6 minutes before the show goes on.
Yeah. Well, and what's his name? Stacy Ruff was in the chat. He was watching it on Facebook, and he said I was trying to wait for Murph to take a breath so I could switch to the YouTube, and it took him 36 minutes. Oh man, I gotta go. Okay. Derek Carr.
I keep trying to hide the thing. Hold on a second. because you guys can delete it, but I think I'm the only one that can hide that stuff.
Oh, okay.
And like kick them off the channel and like make it so they never come back. Okay, so next time that comes up, let me grab it.
Okay, you grab it.
Okay, all right. So let's get to some audio here. Let's talk about Derek Carr. So Derek Carr is talking about the welcome edition, of course, of his best friend, his swag Jeff, and that is Davante Adams. And he talks about having Davante there. And where the freak is the thing? Oh, it's under the, duh. We're talking about OTAs, and so it's under the OTAs tab.
Yeah, there it is.
Gosh, Jeff, I'm all over the place.
It's been really fun for us. A lot of inside jokes from college and things like that, just came back just like this, just being on the practice field. And we're learning each other again as well, different. We're both in a new system that, it's not really a system that we've been in before. So we're both learning and growing through that. Like, oh, hey, I'm going to do it like this next time. Or, hey. And so we've had some fun plays, and we've had some where I'm like, hey, if you do that, and we kind of talk through it, and the relationship part is the easiest part, because what we're both saying to each other, we both understand each other, and we're getting better. And that part's exciting. But again, him and I, we have a long way to go, just like everybody else. We're learning, we're trying to get better, and hopefully put a good product out there. When it's time to take the field. But it's just been fun to have my friend.
Oh, there you go, man. So it's cool to hear Derek talking that term. It's just fun to have my friend.
Yeah.
Like, I love that, man. It's the best. And you hear him talk about, like, the chemistry. You heard David Carr, Derek's brother, talk about the chemistry that's going on between these two guys. It's been going on since they were freaking in college. Like, it's the, you know what I mean? So, like, it's the familiarity there. Like, it's going to be off the charts, man. I can't wait.
Yeah, well, and, did you see the video of Davante stepping out on the field for the first time in the silver and black? Had his jersey and pads and everything on, and Derek came running up to him and gave him a big hug. He goes, that's the first time I've seen you in the uniform, man. It looks good on you. Looks good on you.
You mean this? Oh, shoot. I missed my own timing up. Dang it. Say that again.
He was like, he walked up to him and ran up to him and said, oh, my gosh, first time I've seen you in silver black. Oh, yeah. Let's go.
You mean this?
Being that this is your first season, we got someone running over here right now. Hold on.
Oh, man. Oh, who's that guy?
Who is this?
Yeah. Look at him. He's working on that tan. Good to see you, bro.
Oh.
It's good to see you in that silver and black. Oh, yeah, this your first time, huh? Yeah. Looking high?
This is your first time seeing him?
First time. First time I got to see him in silver and black. Yeah, man. The jersey, I told her, I said, it really hit me today. It really hit you? Yeah. You look a little bit like Dave with the short beard, too. Yeah.
A little bit. Little TV.
Little TV.
I got my soccer player haircut.
I love it. It's my guy.
Dude, I mean, talk about best friends, man. Like, that sounded like you and I talking to each other.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like,
except they're not calling each other bad names.
Well, that's true. Well, the cameras were there. Yeah. But I like that. Like, this seems to be like the trend right now with the Raiders. Like, getting your close friends in there and let's work together and get stuff done. So you got Derek Carr and Davante Adams. You got Dave Ziegler and Josh McDaniels, and now you got Mark Davis and Marcel Reese. Like, it's like the best friends club.
Oh, dude,
you know what I mean? Like, I love that.
That's the great call out there, Jeff, man.
Well, yeah.
Absolutely. All right, so good stuff there from those guys. All right, so speaking of best friends, so now Max and Chandler Jones are quickly becoming best friends.
Totally.
And we're going to hear from those guys collectively here in a minute. But first, let's hear about the impact that they have been making already. So here in OTAs, and let's listen to what Derek Carr has to say about Chandler Jones and Max Crosby.
Oh, he's already been pushing me, and it's insane almost.
No, not that. Gosh dang it! Well, I'm telling you, my notes are way. Here we go.
Oh my goodness! Well, I've played against Max every day for however many years now, and then I've played against Chandler in the past, and watching him on film is everyone sees with his production, and I think the cool thing to me is they're both. Very hard workers. I've been around some good pass rushers. Khalil and Lamar Woodley was the same kind of mindset. Tuck was the same way. Yannick was the same way. Just hard workers, and they're great guys to be around. And I think that's one thing that sticks out with Chandler is he's really fun to be around. But at the same time, when the helmet comes on, he gets between the lines. He works extremely hard. He picked me off on the screen today. I said, Chandler, I've never seen you stop your rush like that. You always try and hit me in the chest. And he just started laughing, But it's been fun just to be around him, and watch him work and really watch him teach. The young guys, when Chandler walks in the room, all the eyes go to him because what's he going to say? How's he going to teach that move and things like that? So it's been cool, and I think it's been cool for Max, and I think Max has been good for Chandler. I think it's vice versa. Max is a maniac when it comes to his effort and things like that, and watching Chandler, try and chase after Max and things like, that during plays has been cool to watch them push each other.
I love that, man. I like it when
Totally.
talk about and that's what. So Max Crosby's becoming notorious for this motor.
Yes.
This just like relentless freaking motor. Like that guy does not get tired.
Yeah.
The guy doesn't wear out. And so, here you got this like 32-year-old vet now in Chandler Jones chasing that. This really trips me out. And I know this already, but like when you read it and you hear it, it like resonates. Max Crosby is 24 years old.
Yeah.
He could be a Raider for 10 more years.
Oh, at least.
And still productive. Like,
yep.
That blows my mind.
Yep.
Man.
Well, he ain't gonna play anywhere else. He's got that ink.
He's got that.
Be a little awkward if he goes to play for the Jets and he's got a big old Raider tattoo. You know what I mean?
Right?
Like,
yeah.
no, he ain't going nowhere.
Well, Josh Jacobs is gonna find out what that's
Yeah.
like. Yeah.
But
I'm sorry I say that out loud. I meant to think that.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, we could talk about that here in a minute if we want to go off the rails. But anyway, it is before we move on from that. It's so cool to hear Chandler Jones talk about like this guy motivates me. This guy makes me play better. Like all this stuff. I mean, like a seasoned vet like this, one of the greatest, edge rushers of all time in Chandler Jones. I mean, the guy's explosive, the guy's unreal. But like to hear him talk about like how much he wanted to play with Max Crosby. Like I saw this guy and like I'm like, dude, I want to team up with this guy. Like this guy's the real deal. He's legit. All this good. Like, I mean, come on, dude. Like that's amazing for a 24-year-old kid like Max Crosby. Like, dude. I mean, what more could you ask for? Especially in the 4th or 5th round or whatever the hell we got him.
Yeah,
like
4th. Yeah,
my gosh,
unbelievable. And so we've got a lot of that audio coming up. So we're gonna have a little Chandler Jones love fest over here because the more and more, it's like being a fan of the NFL, obviously being a fan of the Raiders, most importantly, and like focusing on the Raiders all the time. You're aware of players and you're aware of like who the greats are and you're aware of all those kinds of stuff. But like, I'm not like, I use the word intimate, but like intimately familiar with like who they are. Like, I feel like if they're Raiders, like we know them. We listen to their interviews. We watch them on the field. We watch them off the field. We follow them on their socials. Like we know these players. I mean, again, we don't hang out and have dinner with them. But we're familiar. We're very, very familiar with kind of like who they are. We don't know the like depths of their
as a
character.
passionate fan, you want to dig in a little bit.
Yeah, it's not like you learn the depths of people's character and whatnot, but you get a general idea of what they're like. So I knew a lot about Chandler Jones as a player. Now learning like who he is as a person and like his approach to the game and like dude, like that might be my next jersey. Like and I don't buy younger player jerseys very often, but that dude. Anyway, so we're going to have a Chandler Jones Love Fest coming up here at the next top of the show. But in the meantime, let's talk about the other guy that I considered even getting a new jersey of, and that's Darren Waller. And we talked a lot about Darren Waller last week, especially about this silly-ass notion that people had about like, oh, we're going to trade him. No, we're not. No. Stop it.
No, if you saw that article that came out, looks like all these guys are taking pay cuts to make sure we can keep the whole crew together.
Keep the whole crew together.
You know what I mean?
Yes, absolutely. And so you're going to have Derek Carr. I always say Derek Carr's going to be your quarterback, and guess what? Darren Waller is going to be your tight end. Devontae Adams is going to be your wide receiver, and freaking Hunter Renfrow is going to be your slot receiver. That's going to happen.
Yep.
Who's going to be our running backs? I don't know. That's going to be interesting. You want to jump on that real quick?
What is he doing? What is Josh Jacobs doing? I'm sorry. I love Josh. I love Josh Jacobs. He was my favorite pick of that 2019 draft and, all this and that, but like the team not picking up his 5th year, all this stuff. So for that to happen and then him say, well, I'm just not going to go. Come on, dude. You're not helping yourself. Well, you're not helping your case.
And the Raiders reported that they had 100% attendance in this. And so that it was to be taken that anybody that wasn't on the field was injured or rehabbing or some sort.
Or pouting. Did they put that?
That's what I wondered.
Because I think that's what it is. When you bring in guys like Brandon Bolden, you have a guy like Kenyon Drake coming back from injury. You draft Zeus White. You know what I mean? Like
Amir Abdullah, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'm with you, dude. Yeah, Kill Jadison there says, shaking my head, JJ's killing me right now. I agree, man. Like, I agree. Like, that's, I don't get, and that sucks because, that was a rough draft. I mean, gosh, I still rooting for John Abram, man. I still really like Jonathan Abram. I'm hoping he's going to come around, but obviously the Cleve Farrell thing didn't work out.
Yeah.
And then, you look at the entirety of that draft. I mean, Mullen was a nice pick there later on, but yeah, man. Come on, Josh. You're not helping your case, man. And I just have a feeling.
Do better, man.
I feel like we're reading the tea leaves a little bit, and I feel like his days as a Raider are definitely marked. So, anyways, maybe put him on a hit list there, Capo. We'll certainly find out. Yep. All right, but let's jump in and let's go back to who I was talking about originally, which was Darren Waller, and let's listen to the coach, Josh McDaniels, talk about Darren Waller.
Darren's, he's done everything we've asked him to do and more. He's obviously a good player. We love having him here. It's really a pleasure to coach the guy. Comes with a great attitude and mindset every day. Works really hard, here early, stays late, does extra, takes care of his body.
Sounds like Zay Jones.
Does a lot of the things that you would want any player to do. And obviously he's been productive with his opportunities. So love having him here and looking forward to coaching him.
All right. Hey, that sounds like someone they're going to trade.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
And don't you think that, listen, and here's the last thing I'll say about it. Josh McDaniels is salivating with what he's going to be able to do with all these offensive weapons.
Yep.
Like you said, they're going to keep the band together. Ain't nobody going anywhere.
Nope.
This is your offense for the next foreseeable future.
Yep.
3 to 5 years. I mean, NFL careers are short, but this is going to be, Devontae and Derek have at least 3 more years of highly productive football in them.
Oh, if not more than that.
You know what I mean? If not more than that. And so,
yeah. Well, no, but this is what happens when the team sees success. When the team is good, people want to come and play. And they'll take a pay cut to keep the whole gang together because at that point, yeah, I'll take $5 million less. You're still paying me how much? Okay, cool. Sign me up. But I want a ring. I want a division title. I want to make a run. I want to make several runs. You know what I mean?
It's I wouldn't even say that it's a pay cut per se. They're just super team friendly deals.
That's
and
it.
Then when you look at and you got people like dumbasses like Florio that are like, oh, Derek doesn't have any money guaranteed past 22. Derek doesn't care. Derek doesn't care. He's good. He's got plenty of money. He's going to be building churches for the rest of his life. And I'm not saying that as a shot at him. That's a wonderful thing that he does. But that's what he's good. He wants to set up with a team-friendly deal. So instead of criticizing the guy, let's lift him up. What a concept. Let's actually celebrate the idea that he took a team-friendly deal. Yep. Even when you look at Devontae Adams, he could have taken more money.
Oh my gosh, totally.
Not only from the Raiders, but anybody else, including Green Bay. He had other money on the table and left it. Now, let's not pretend like he didn't get highly compensated. Even in the whole scheme of things in the NFL, he was very well compensated and taken care of, as all of them are and will be. But they're taking these team-friendly deals,
right?
Or, as you said, in some cases, like Devontae, actually leaving cash on the table. When was the last time you heard players leaving money on the table? I say it all the time. When you want the answer to the question, get me to the end of the money, and then there's your answer.
Yep.
Well, the answer to these guys, at the end of that, oh no, this is my best friend.
There you go.
I would take less money to work with you every day.
100%.
100%. Why not? Why would you not do that?
Makes work fun.
Yeah, man. Speaking of that, you can buy Raiders Fan Radio for a very, very modest price.
Yes, you can.
Absolutely. And we'll be employees. We'll be employee number 1 and 1A and 1B or whatever the hell
there you go.
Name us. All right.
There you go. Absolutely. Well, you change the name if you want. I don't care. Kill Jadis Fan Radio. Whatever you want. You know what I mean? You're going to have to spend more than $9.99 one chip gang.
That's right.
It's going to cost a little more than that.
A little more than one chip gang, but you could come on. Yeah, anytime. Yeah.
But you know who's not one chip gang is Pineapple in there with a $50 donation to the One Nation Foundation. Yeah,
Let's
absolutely.
go.
Says Hobbs jersey is the bomb. Well, it could be yours, my man. So every $10 donation, if you're just tuning in a little bit late, every $10 donation gets you one poker chip in the running to win this the signed AFL-style Nate Hobbs jersey that comes with a certificate of authenticity, JSA. I'll go into the One Nation Foundation. So far, we've got 12 people that have donated.
Wow.
So much respect to you guys. Keep this money coming so we can make a massive donation to the Biletnikoff Foundation through the One Nation Foundation.
Awesome, man. Love you guys. Thank you so very, very much for your generosity, and look forward to giving that thing away at the end of the night tonight. All right, next up, let's get to some comments from the man himself. Not just hear his coach talk about him. Let's hear about Darren on the importance of leadership to him. And for those of you that don't know, leadership is a passion of mine. It's one of my area of study, and I absolutely love hearing comments like this, and especially from a guy that's got the humility of a Darren Waller.
Yeah, I feel like I'm finding my role as a leader, you know. I feel like, I don't know, there's just a story that I was told about, it's like wolves, and it's like how a wolf can like lead from the back. You don't always have to be in the front, like giving the speech and being like Ray Lewis to be a leader, you know, because I'm more quiet than that. I'm a little more reserved. So it's like I can see somebody that may be struggling with something in the offense or may have had a bad play and they may hang their head, but just like, you know, trying to give them an encouraging word or be the first one to give them a high five when they make a good play, you know, just little things like that, and keeping them even keeled because, you know, it's a lot of pressure on us. It's a lot of things that can make us high or make us low, but just try to stay in the middle.
Love that, man. That's great advice. You want to stay in the middle, and that's what some of the best players do, right? That's what, I mean, the greatest of the greats, regardless of what sport it is. You never get too high, you never get too low until the end when you're standing there with the trophy.
Yep.
Then you can celebrate. Then you can go nuts.
Yep.
But until then, you're not as good as your last play. You're as good as your next one even.
That's
you know
it.
what I mean? And like you'll hear those terms, there's different ways to frame it, all that kind of stuff. But it's just about that, man, about staying present, staying in the moment, focus on what you can control, have that level of accountability, you know, and no one is more accountable than a guy like Darren Waller, who's been so forthcoming with his story, with his challenges, his personal challenges. Even Max Crosby falls into that camp now too, that like these guys have shared the utmost vulnerable places of their life with the world.
Yeah.
Like the
and they're there to support each other. It's been so freaking cool to see that. Darren Waller puts out music all the time. He's one of my favorite rappers.
Really?
Like, oh, dude, he is so good. It's so freaking money.
No way.
Oh, yeah.
Usually athletes like that try it's kind of whack.
It's fantastic, man.
Is it really?
It's fire. It's fire.
Really?
And he has a track with Max Crosby.
Oh, no way.
Absolutely. And it's so good.
Really?
It's so good. Yeah, it's amazing.
Oh my gosh, I haven't heard it.
Yeah, it's amazing.
We
But
need to
anyway,
listen.
but you know, I've loved to watch this team grow the way that it has. I've been on the show for 3 years.
3 years. Almost your 3 year anniversary.
It's almost my 3 year anniversary. But to see this team grow the way it has and to have the character men that are on this team versus what it was when I got here. I mean, holy shit, man. Like, I mean, would you like a guy like Antonio Brown or Devontae Adams? You know what I mean? Like, I mean, just the absurdity that was in that locker room and stuff like that. And then to see guys like Waller and Max and Devontae and Renfro and, you know, Derek Carr leading the way and all this stuff. And then bringing in the new coaching staff. Like, it's a beautiful thing, man, to see this team progress the way that it has and blossom the way that it has.
Yeah, man.
And finally getting some respect, not only amongst Raider Nation, but amongst everyone else as well. Rich Eisen is picking the Raiders to, like, do big things.
Rich Eisen is
big things.
My buddy Murph. He's not just consistent, he's a man of his word.
Thank you, Rich. Rich is, oh my gosh.
He's
got
all in on the silver and black.
Rich has got to, I think I might have his stuff for later. Yes, I've got some quotes in there from Rich.
Okay, good.
And so we're gonna hear from him. But yeah, he is all in on the freaking Raiders. All right, Jeff, let's go ahead and hit an audio break, and then let's jump into some of this offseason news.
You're listening to The Violator, and I'm live on Raider Fan Radio. Where you at, baby?
This is Raiders Fan Radio. I'm Brent Musburger, and I don't care who wins as long as it's the Raiders.
So we're going to cherish all these Brent Musburger IDs because he's no longer with the team.
Oh my gosh, Brent's gone.
Yeah, I hate that, man. I loved him. The jackpot, baby, all that stuff. You know, I mean, I know some people kind of thought that was cheesy, but I dug it, man. So,
I liked Brent. And, you know, Brent was like, okay, let me say something on that.
Say it.
You ever seen the movie Ocean's 13? Long time ago, maybe, right?
No, but I'm sure it's the same as Ocean's 11 and 12.
It is, but they're yeah, it is. They're amazing movies. And so Al Pacino is in that, and he's the bad guy. And then Elliot Gould is in that, and he's one of the good guys. And Elliot Gould refers to Al Pacino's character because he's kind of a turncoat. Like, he kind of turns on him. Spoiler alert, if you haven't seen it 15 years ago when it came out. Or whatever it is. So Elliot Gould criticizes him when he turns, and he says, but you shook the hand of Sinatra. Like, you were a guy that you were there with Sinatra. So how could you do what you're doing when you were a guy that shook hands with Sinatra? And like that, the idea that he shook hands with Sinatra was this huge badge of honor. It was this like a calling card that he was with Sinatra. I look at Brent Musburger the same way. And so anybody that hates on him, Brent Musburger was there when Al Davis got handed the Lombardi Trophy twice.
Yep.
He was the guy that was there calling the shot for CBS back then.
Yep.
He shook the hand of the man. So like Brent Musburger was very, very well connected to the Raiders for a very, very long time. And their relationship went way past that. That's why Brent Musburger, when it opened up, when Papa freaking turned coat, speaking of that, when Greg Papa turned coat on us, and had a fallout with Mark Davis, that's why Brent Musburger got the call, because he shook hands with the man. Yep. So I don't want to hear any Brent Musburger hate. Now, you can not be a fan of his calls. You can be critical of it, whatever. But the reason that he was there, that dude's a freaking legend. I'm sorry. That is a legend in broadcasting, in sports broadcasting, and I don't think he deserves any disrespect from anybody in Raider Nation. Now,
absolutely not.
That said, is there a new era to be spoken for going forward? Do we want to have that guy that's synonymous with the Raiders for the next, do we want the next Bill King? Do we want the next Greg Papa? Do we want the next guy to go for 25 years or more and call this team? Yes, I get that concept.
Yes.
So under those circumstances, Brent's getting up there, man. Like, I kind of get it.
Yeah.
But don't hate on the man. He was great for the few years that he jumped in there.
Do you see all these guys calling out for Greg Papa to come back?
That's bullshit, man.
Nah, get out of here.
Guy, man.
Nah.
F that guy. He freaking went so sour grapes and talked so much shit about the Raiders. Like, he's on the hit list. He's on the turncoat list. He's up there with Warren Sapp and Randy Moss and all them other punk asses that freaking, that freaking sucked at the Raider teat and then talked shit about it after the fact, after they got their money. So Greg Papa, he went full punk ass, and then to freaking go and call for the Niners?
Yeah.
F that guy, bro.
Yep.
No way.
Yep, F him forever. But speaking of not effing forever, Daniel Mangus. Daniel Mangus in the chat says, I am so pumped for this season. 11-12 wins and a sweep of KC. AFC West Division champs. Book it now. Can you dig it, sucker? And he donated $110 to the One Nation Foundation. Daniel Mangus. Wow, my man. Wow. Respect.
Oh, my God.
Respect. 11 poker chips go to Daniel Mangus.
Daniel Mangus. Holy
Bringing the fire, man.
crap,
Holy shit.
dude. Damn, that is freaking amazing. Thank you,
amazing.
Daniel Mangus. That is incredibly kind of you. That generosity is clearly not lost on us. And that money's going to a great place. And man, that is, wow, that is epic.
Yep.
That is absolutely epic. Those are the kind of things, and look, we love them all. And look, there's folks that like the Graveses give all the time, and like you add all their stuff up that they give throughout the course of a month. I mean, it's like,
oh my gosh,
big numbers, right?
Yeah.
And so we appreciate every dollar, every donation. When you see those big numbers that come up on the screen like that, it's like holy crap! Like, it just absolutely freaking like blows my mind, and our hearts just freaking like just fill, and we're so thankful for that. And I promise you, we will do our best to represent that money in that donation and to represent you and where it's going. So thank you very, very much for that. All right, so let me climb off my freaking my gripey horse here about Greg Papa and otherwise, and let's make fun of somebody.
Okay, deal.
Right. Let's make fun of the Broncos.
Why not?
Because I know we hate the Chiefs. Uncle Mosh hates the Chiefs. That's his all-time favorite or all-time hated team. I'm not sure if anybody hates the Chargers most in our division. Mine's the Broncos.
You hate the Broncos the most in the division.
I hate the Broncos most of any team of any sport ever.
Really?
And I hate the Lakers a lot. And I hate the Dodgers a lot. And I hate the Red Wings a lot. Like, I hate a lot of teams. But I hate the freaking the Broncos. I can't stand them. They're the most obnoxious, whatever. I'll save you that rant. So let's make fun of them. So first off, the rumor is, Jeff.
Okay.
Russell Wilson wants $50 million a year times 5. Tying up.
Wait. Okay, hold on. So he hasn't signed a contract yet?
Yes, he's working on his old contract from Seattle.
Oh, okay.
But he's coming up. And the rumor is, and it's a strong rumor, it's past just whatever. It's that he wants 50 a year. So to make it 250, here's what I say. Sign the man.
Do it.
Do it, Broncos.
Do it.
Sign him. Sign him to $1 billion a year.
Yep.
Match that Patrick Mahomes contract, because guess what? That Patrick Mahomes contract cost them Tyreek Hill.
Totally did.
This stuff will catch up with you. You look at what the Rams are doing, like signing Aaron Donald, and everybody's like, oh, the salary cap's a sham, blah, blah, blah. No, it's not. They're going to get bit. It just takes a minute. They're going to get bit. All that money starts to add up, and there's only so much to go around. So you know what, Broncos? Go for it. It's the same thing that they did when they signed Vaughn to a big contract. They signed Peyton, Wes Welker. They went all in to go win a Super Bowl, and it worked. But then what happened?
And then shit the bed.
Because they had no money left. Everybody was gone. Remember that incredible secondary that they had? Chris Harris Jr. and Aqib Talib. And they had 4 starting freaking corners, man.
Yeah.
That freaking team was insane. And they're all gone. They couldn't afford to pay any of them, and they're all gone. So anyways, point being,
but they went all in and got Peyton Manning. And Peyton Manning's a legend. Say what you will about the guy. He was one of the best, and he still had plenty of gas left in the tank. Russell Wilson has been on a decline since he started.
I agree. And you know what? And this whole thing of and everybody wants to lift up Russ and lift up, but I'm like, what is Russ at? Okay, so when you look at that list of players that are their quarterbacks that make their team better, right? And you look at that top 10 list, and Derek Carr was on that list that we talked about last week. When you look at Russell Wilson, I'm sorry. He doesn't make his team better. He may be great. He's very talented. I'm not going to say the guy's not talented. Clearly he is. But I don't see the freaking Seahawks weren't all that much better because of him. They kind of sucked. And so now you're going to put him on a team like the Broncos, minus a lot of pieces. Yeah, he won a Super Bowl. Fair. But he had the Legion of Boom.
Yeah, I was about to say, Gus Bradley helped him do that.
Yeah, man. And guess what? They ain't in the Mile High City. So anyway, I don't think he's worth $50 million a year.
Hell no.
But I hope the Broncos do.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right. So that's kind of where they're headed quick. And so we'll see what happens. Here, this alone, though, Jeff, this is why they shouldn't do it, okay? Despite his play on the field.
No, this is why I want them to do it.
Well, this is why I want this dude. Okay, look, this guy. I'm sure he's a great father, great husband, whatever. I'm not attacking.
He's a Christian man. He's a good guy.
Not attacking his character, and he often gets pigeonholed as being corny or whatever kind of stuff, right? The people that say that are kind of right, and there's nothing more evident than when Russ Wilson was caught at the Broncos film day or picture day when they filmed their little hype videos and stuff. This is who the Broncos are gonna. This is gonna be their mid-series hype video when there's a timeout. Let's check in with Russ as he encourages Bronco country to ride.
Let's ride. Let's ride.
Broncos.
Let's ride.
Perfect. Okay. One more time. Broncos country. Let's ride.
Perfect.
Broncos country. Let's ride. Broncos country. Let's ride. Broncos country. Let's ride.
Ooh. I don't like that.
Let's ride.
Ooh.
Ew. Was he trying to keep it sexy?
Yeah.
What the heck is going on there?
That's what he says to Sierra.
Let's ride.
hey. Get that 1-2 step action going. Oh my gosh. That was cringy.
It's cringy as hell,
that's nasty.
dude.
Play that again.
Okay.
Let's ride. Let's ride. Let's ride.
Perfect. One more time. Broncos country. Let's ride.
Broncos country. Let's ride. Broncos country. Let's ride. Broncos country. Let's ride. Broncos country. Let's ride.
Nicely done, Jeff.
I love it. That's my favorite soundbite. Ew, that's so gross.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I don't like that at all.
I don't like that at all.
But you know what?
I'm glad he's on their team.
Glad he's on their team. Absolutely. That's ridiculous. How is that going to pump anybody up? That was like ASMR.
Hey, Broncos country.
Broncos country.
Hey, let's ride.
Let's ride.
Yeah. What if Derek Carr did
ride.
that? Raider Nation, let's go.
No, he's not going to do that.
No,
he's not going to do that.
Oh my gosh, it's so stupid. All right, so speaking of the AFC West, that's our first transition from Let's Ride.
Let's ride.
All right, so Russ Wilson was featured in this snippet from NFL media that included the AFC West offense Okay. And the question was posed, if you look for the quarterback, running back, and 2 best pass catchers in the AFC West, which one would you take? So the list goes, the Chiefs have Patrick Mahomes, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Juju Smith-Schuster, and Travis Kelce. Okay, right? Follow?
That's what I got to say about that.
The Broncos have Mr. Let's Ride himself, Russell Wilson, Javonte Williams, Cortland Sutton, and Jerry Jeudy.
Shut up!
The Chargers have Justin Hebert, Austin Eckler, Keenan Allen, because no one on this team can have a full head of hair, and Mike Williams.
Why should we even be interested in what you have to say?
All right. And then the Raiders have Derek Carr, and despite his challenges, Josh Jacobs, Devontae Adams, and Darren Waller. I think if I take my silver and black heart out of my chest, I still think that that's the best quartet of those, don't you?
Yeah, well, you see a lot of those. You see a lot of those on social media and stuff like that, where you got like a list of quarterbacks, a list of running backs, a list of whatever, and like you got to pick one of each of these. Who you taking? So so any fan, just a casual fan of the NFL might take Patrick Mahomes and Austin Eckler, and then Devontae Adams and Darren Waller, or Devontae Adams and Travis Kelce, or whatever. But like, if you have to pick all 4 of those together in one bundle, I mean, why are you not picking the Raiders on that?
And not only does do I agree with you, Swag Jeff, but good friend of the show,
yes,
host of the Rich Eisen show, Rich Eisen,
yes,
what a great name. He agrees as well.
I did a top 10 list last week of the top 5 things that I have talked myself into about the 2022 NFL season. And number 1 on the list is the Las Vegas Raiders are going to win the American Football
Conference
Western
Rich.
Division. But yes, Russell Wilson has arrived, and Randy Gregory has arrived, and Khalil Mack has arrived, and J.C. Jackson has arrived. And Tyreek Hill may have gone, but Juju Smith-Schuster and Marquez Valdez-Scantling have arrived. And the teams have drafted very well in the AFC West. And they're ready to roll. It is the deepest end of the division pool in the NFL. There's no question about it, the AFC West. However, the Las Vegas Raiders have made their own moves. Chandler Jones to go along with Max Crosby, Devontae Adams for crying out loud, Josh McDaniels in his second opportunity of being a head coach. We all know didn't work out for Belichick in his first time. Second time was the charm. You know what I'm saying?
And it is for a lot of coaches, by the way. We had a conversation with the Made Men. We were talking about that. One of us was talking about how you might be a little nervous being that this is Josh McDaniels 2.0. But don't forget, Bill Belichick is a 2.0. Marv Levy was a 2.0. Dick Vermeil was a 2.0. Weeb Eubank was a freaking 2.0. Don Shula was a 2.0. There's a lot. Bill Parcells was a 2.0. There's a lot of coaches that have incredible runs of success on their second time through. Yes, there are Jeff Fishers of the world too, to where the second time through doesn't work out so well. But when you look at coaches that win Super Bowls, there is tons. It is littered with coaches that have done amazing on their second time coming through. So don't let that be don't be afraid of that.
So the autumn wind is a pirate.
Yeah, it is.
And just to give you even more of a sense to double and triple down, my colleagues at the NFL Media Group put out this photograph and put it on their Twitter and put it on their Instagram. It is the quarterback, running back, and 2 pass catchers for each of the 4 teams in the AFC West. And I know you guys took this to mean like choose 1 quarterback, 1 running back, and 2 wide receivers, so all 4 to choose your team. I took this to mean which one has the best quarterback, running back, and pass-catching combination.
I think both work. Both
Okay.
ideas.
I'm going to do, because I viewed it like, which is the one has the best quartet out of all 4 teams? The Raiders have Derek Carr, Josh Jacobs, Devontae Adams, and Darren Waller.
That's pretty good.
And I saw this, and I said to myself, that's who I would choose.
Let's go.
To go into battle with the quarterback, running back and 2 pass catchers.
Even if you weren't all in on them already?
Even if I wasn't all in on them already. And I understand Derek Carr may not be your best quarterback of choice out of Mahomes and Herbert and Russell Wilson. And I'll ask you this question. Why not? I know he hasn't won a Super Bowl like Russell and like Mahomes, and also, didn't come out of the box, out of the gate like Justin Herbert did in his rookie season, although Carr had an MVP campaign built in his early part of his career until his leg snapped.
Yep.
For the Jack Del Rio Oakland Raiders. But I'll take Devontae Adams over everybody on that list at the wide receiver position.
Amen.
And Kelsey is who I would take over Waller, but that's not too far off.
Nah.
That's a 1 and 1A.
For pass catcher number 2? I invite any pushback from the floor.
I would say
you sticking with the team. Don't go Mahomes and Devontae and sticking just with the teams. You got to stay within the teams.
I think I would take the Chargers. I would take the Chargers.
Come on, Brockman.
It doesn't matter what you think.
I don't have an argument for you.
Yeah, because you can make the case that Herbert upside better than Derek Carr. You could make the case.
No, you can't. Come on, freaking Brockman, man. We love a Chris Brockman. But, I agree that, and I think it's inarguable. And, and I know the chat room agrees, too, that there is, if you're going to take the 4 guys, you're going to take the Raiders 4 for sure. All right, Swag Jeff, shout out the chat room. Tell us what's going on in the donations, and let's hit a break and get into some Chandler Jones love fest.
Absolutely. So Coach Davis in the chat said, let me get that jersey. He gave a $50 donation to the One Nation Foundation. Let's go, Coach Davis.
Oh, you're the
absolutely,
best, Coach
absolutely.
Davis.
So we got Aaron the Q-Dog Raiders in there. Coach Davis. Paul is in there. Omar Juarez is in there. Kill Jadis. Matthew Mangus. Let's see who else. Pineapple's in there. Tider Raider. Schmucky the Raider Bear. Ron the Mater Raiders in there. John Ogle's in there. Michelle Sweat's in there. Jesse Cardenas is in there. Let's see. Heat Freak's in there. Tyrone Graves is in there. Ebony Graves is in there. We got the whole crew, man.
That's awesome, man. Chris Rubio says he's headed out for work. Appreciate you, Chris Rubio. And, have a good night there at work. And, Jeff, I just look at the top of this chat list there. We got a $50, a $110, another $50, and a $99. Man, I'm telling you, incredibly kind. Thank you, Coach Davis. That is incredibly, incredibly kind, man. We appreciate you and appreciate everybody tonight. We're raising some big money for the foundation tonight, man. I can't wait.
Let's keep it going. Let's hit that goal. Let's hit that goal, man. Come on.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's do it, man. Let's get him $8,000 this year. That'd be amazing. I know we're gonna hit it well over 6, I would hope. But anyways, yeah.
We're gonna hit 8.
Let's get to that damn 8 number, man. That'd be amazing. All right, Jeff, hit a break, and then let's talk about Chandler.
This is Trent Sig, and you're listening to Raiders Fan Radio with Murph, Swag Jeff, and Uncle Mosh. Just win, baby.
Patrick Claybon with NFL Network here. Hey folks, I know 3 things you might like. Do you like football? Do you like the Las Vegas Raiders? Do you like listening to things? I'll add a 4th. Do you like swag? Well, here we got Swag Jeff, Murph, Uncle Mosh. This is Raiders Fan Radio.
Got you another one there, Swaggo. Daniel Mangus says, hey, Coach, that Hobbs jersey is mine, and drops
another $10. So he's 120 in the clubhouse right now.
Oh, I love it, man. Appreciate that. And Coach Davis, is that how you feel, Mangus?
Hey.
A little bidding war going on, man.
Yeah,
We're
right?
bidding for the raffle, but hey,
good.
It could even be a one-chip ganger. That could get
anyone can win.
Anyone can win. So get those donations in. We're going to keep this thing going through the sea of fans, and then we're going to give that thing away. Appreciate all of you so very, very much. All right, let's talk a little bit about Chandler Jones, our new favorite Raider. And he's posed the question from one Hondo Carpenter about the followers that he's building already within the locker room.
You told me at your first press conference that you wanted to come in and be humble and earn the right to lead. Well, you've got that now. These guys are following you. Are you surprised at how quick all these guys begin to follow you, or does the resume just speak for itself?
And it's funny that you're saying that, because this is my first time hearing about, guys are following and leading. But that's just how I approach my job. And if guys are following, that's a good thing. Like I said before, hey, Chandler's running to the ball. Why not I run? Why can't I run to the ball? So I'm very admired by that guys are leading. But like I said, this isn't over yet, and like I said, the season hasn't started. So hopefully I can keep doing that, and hopefully they can be contagious throughout the team.
All right, there. So interesting, the way that he responded to that is he was kind of almost surprised by the question there, which surprised by I don't really see a lot of people quote following, but if I can be a good example, then that's what I'm here for, and that's what great leaders do, right? You walk the walk, you talk. You know what I mean? Like you show them, you lead by example, and so man, he's again awesome, and love the humility by that. It's because it would be easy to have responded to that to go, oh yeah, guys are following. Well, he's like, really, I don't know that, but whatever. So anyways, great stuff there from Chandler as he addresses that question. All right, and then here's what Jeff was talking about earlier about how, look, here you got a guy that's regarded as one of the best in the business and what he does. He's a veteran. He's into his early 30s here, but he's talking about how a guy like Max Crosby, who at the young age of 24, is already challenging him, and the bro fest that's going on between these guys, I'm here for it. And so let's check in with Chandler Jones talking about working with Max Crosby.
Oh, he's already been pushing me, and it's insane almost to this point where I am in my career. Being 11 years in, or going into my 11th season, there's been a few times in this camp now where I see Max run to the next drill, and I'm kind of like, I gotta go faster. Look at Max; he's already over there, and he's younger than me, but like I said, he's pushed me in that sense already. So I'm excited to rush him. Like, he was a huge reason why I came to Las Vegas too. It's one of the main reasons why I came to play with him. So I get giddy even talking about him. So he's probably out there waiting for me now. That's my boy.
Oh, I love that, man. Yep. Love that. Love that they're becoming fast friends. And it's cool. It's like what you talked about, Jeff, about how there's these friendships that are forming, these duos amongst the team and even the front office, and very, very cool stuff there.
Yeah. I mean, is there a better duo in the NFL in pass rushers? I mean,
well, people would say, I mean, the Chargers I would say want a pice of that. Talking about Khalil Mack and what's his name? Dipshit, Joey Bosa.
Pinocchio.
I mean, you know what I mean? I think but I don't know what here's what, going back to what we were talking about a little bit ago. I don't know what their dynamic is like. I'm not watching Khalil Mack nor Joey Bosa conferences or socials or whatever because they're Chargers and I don't give a shit about them. So I don't pay attention to it. I'll pay attention to them when they're playing the field opposite the silver and black. Outside of that, I'm not very invested into what the damn Chargers are doing.
Yeah.
But I would say that from an on the field, I mean, it's pretty daunting.
Yeah.
So I mean, they might want a piece of that.
Well, the Chargers will want a piece of that, but Khalil Mack's only going to play 6 games this year for him, so it really doesn't matter.
Oh, as Graf would say, talk that shit.
Yeah, talk that shit. Talk that shit.
All right, let's go. This is cool. So, a couple years ago, or I don't know however long ago it was, Von Miller started doing a pass rush summit in Las Vegas, and so Von Miller, where's he at now? It's Buffalo.
Yeah, he went to Buffalo.
Gosh dang it, they're going to be good.
Yeah, they're going to be good.
So Von Miller's now in Buffalo, but he still does his pass rush summit in Vegas, and we know that Max Crosby was there.
That's where you met him last year, right?
That's where I met him last year. Yeah, I met Von Miller. Yep, absolutely. And he was funny. He gave me a hard time about my phone because I got a big Raider logo on it.
Yeah.
He was like, oh, you're a Raider fan? I'm like, yes, sir. And so so then we had our picture taken, and in the back of my phone has got the Raider shield on there, and he goes, you got the shit on your phone? Damn right I do. So anyways, he was pretty funny. Anyway, so
F that guy.
Yeah, F that guy. No, although F him less.
F him less now.
F him less now because I don't have anything for the Bills unless we play him in the playoffs. All right, so at the Pass Rush Summit, we know Max Crosby went to this because we got audio from Max being there last year. But now Max and Chandler Jones went together. So let's check in and hear these two guys get interviewed at the same time there at Von Miller's Pass Rush Summit.
Standing in the shadows of the Raiders facility back here, you guys are new teammates. Chandler, you said you guys are joined at the hip here at the summit together. What's it like getting to know each other during this process?
Honestly, it's been incredible. Obviously me and Chandler, we've known each other for years now. But finally, being together, being in the same city, we're spending a ton of time together. Last night, we're at the M, at the Von, a little get together. We're just texting, talking to each other as much as we can. And it doesn't even have to be football all the time. At the end of the day, just building that relationship. So once we get on the field, it's just, the chemistry is going to be, off the charts.
Yeah, can you tell it's going to work?
Yeah, actually, that's funny. He said he used the word chemistry because that's exactly what I was going to say. I think that chemistry is very important for definitely bookends to have. Well, Max, me and him are on different experience levels, but I told Max the other day, I said, you are way more advanced than I was when I was 24. So just being around someone that loves football as much as I do is fun every day. Going against new teammates and being around new teammates is fun. So, but me and Max, we'll have some fun out there, and we're excited.
There it is, man.
There it is.
Love it. I'm telling you, these guys are going to be best friends.
Totally.
I love it, man. I love it, man. Great stuff there from Chandler Jones and Max there at the Pass Rush Summit. All right, last up.
Okay.
I got a fun one for you.
Okay.
This kind of goes black hole the internet a little bit.
Okay.
Okay. Let's check in with Chandler Jones as he gets asked about where he's from, which is Rochester, New York.
Frank, Josh, they talked about your character off the field. You come from a small town. I visited Binghamton and Endicott area. It's known for Speedy Fest, Orchard Parks. Yeah. Is that small town help you sort of stay focused on your love for the game, but also keep that humble side of you?
Yeah, sure. There was a lot of things from that town. It's funny that you brought up Speedies because I made Speedies the other day, chicken Speedies. But we were known for our chicken Speedies.
Lupos?
Yes, Lupo's chicken Speedies. But what was the question again? I'm sorry, I just got off the field. Yeah, I was thinking about Speedies. I'm like, yeah, right.
All right, so he gets caught off guard because they're talking about where he's from, and then they're talking about chicken Speedies. All right, so Jeff, I didn't know what a Speedy was. Do you know what a chicken Speedy is?
No idea.
No idea. So I went to look, and I'm like, okay, what is a Speedy? So I look, and so as I mentioned, so Chandler's from Central New York, from just outside Rochester. So he went to Union Endicott High School. Okay.
Okay.
So Endicott is where the Speedy was created. Okay.
Okay.
It's kind of like what the wing is to Buffalo or hot chicken is to Nashville. Or
okay.
Whatever, that kind of thing, right?
Okay.
So when I went and I looked up Chandler Jones's profile here and where he was from, I saw that coming out of high school, he was a freaking defensive back. He was listed at 6'6", 235 as a defensive back, and his name was Jamal Chandler.
Okay.
And I went to dig into that to see where the name change had happened. I couldn't find it. But what I did find, and this is where it goes a little bit of black hole the internet, do you know that Chandler Jones is the younger brother of UFC light heavyweight champion John Jones?
Are you serious?
Yes, and also the brother of former NFL player Arthur Jones, the big defensive end for the Colts.
No
I
kidding.
had no clue.
Wow.
Again, you're aware of these guys, but you don't know about the details of them until they start to play for the Raiders. But yeah, no wonder he's a badass. John Jones is his brother.
Wow.
Bones Jones is legit, dude.
Absolutely.
So anyway, so that was really cool. All right. But then I'm like, all right, what is this Speedy thing? I'm like, what is it? What is a Speedy? Well, it's an Italian thing.
No kidding.
Yeah, but it's a freaking upstate New York Italian thing, which, we're Italians, but we're from the West Coast, from freaking the Bay Area. And our cuisine in the Bay Area, our Italian cuisine is way different. You ask Jeff Murphy when he has some people that sometimes they come into Domenico's and they're like, well, this is an Italian deli. And he's like, yes, it is. It's just different Italian deli. This is West Coast deli. It's different.
Right.
It's not like what you think about when you think of New York deli food or whatever. Well, apparently a Speedy's a thing. Okay, so Camillo, I guess, Iacobelli created the Speedy in Endwell, New York, and was serving them in 1938 at his Parkview restaurant on Oak Hill Avenue in Endicott, New York, where Chandler Jones is from.
Okay.
His brother, Agostino Augie Iacobelli, popularized Speedies when he introduced them in his Endicott restaurant, Augie's, in 1939.
Okay.
The term Speedy is derived from the Italian spedo, meaning spit. The regional dish is called spedini or speducci in Abruzzo, Italy, mostly resembling a Speedy, uses small cubes or balls of goat meat, lamb, chicken, or beef on a skewer. And then in this version of it, it gets put in a bun.
No kidding.
It sounds, so basically you just make like this big skewer of meat and then put it in like a hoagie roll and slide it off into a hoagie roll.
Okay, sign me up for that.
Bro, and I love it. Chandler's like, yeah, I just made Speedies. Like he makes them at the house. That's like you would think as much as we're all about the food and all that kind of stuff. Never heard of it. I can't wait to have a damn Speedy.
Yeah.
Anybody in the chat room ever heard of a Speedy? Let us know about that. I'm curious. Have you ever heard or had a Speedy? All right. Let's, Jeff,
Yes.
You got anything before we hear more from them and less from us?
Oh my gosh. Let me think.
There he is, fading, looking. He's under the gun. He's caught, he's thrown. It is. He caught it.
All right, so before we jump into the segment, I just wanted to hold this up one more time before we finish the last segment. So every $10 donation goes to the One Nation Foundation, gives you one poker chip in the running to win this signed Nate Hobbs AFL-style jersey with the JSA Certificate of Authenticity. Get in the mix, man. We've raised a bunch of money tonight. This is fun.
Nice. Well, Coach Davis is in there. He says, "Can we draw already?" Yes, because the Sea of Fans mailbag is pretty much the Sea of Fan. We've only got it's the puddle of fans tonight. We've only just got a few things.
We got a few. We'll be all right.
Yeah, I know it's always all right, man.
Yeah,
it's all gravy, baby. We're good.
It's all gravy, baby. Why you get so high pitched?
I don't know.
We're good, baby. Don't worry about that, here, baby. We'll be all right. Jeez.
I don't know.
That was really funny.
Okay. All right. So let's hear from the Sea of Fans mailbag. So more of you.
Oh my God!
So more of you and less of us is a good thing, and you can contact us a multitude of ways. Not only live on the YouTubes there in the best chat room at youtube.com/RaidersFanRadio, but you can call the show at 909-345-3346. That's 909-345-3346. And if you leave a message 3 times, we refer to you as a made man or a made woman, or you can email the show an indefinite amount of times at show. That incredibly inventive email address is show, SHOW, at RaidersFanRadio.com. And if you do that, then you can become a made man or a made woman that way. And so we've got some incredible emails. Jeff, you got some donations coming in. Do you want me to handle the emails?
No.
Give me sure?
Give me a second, and I'll read these emails. But I do want to shout out these awesome folks.
Because we got some great ones coming in.
Yeah, Lee B with a $10 donation says one chip gang for sure. So Lee B gets in the mix, and then Coach Davis drops another 50.
Let's go.
Let's go, man.
Oh my gosh.
Holy cow.
Thank you so
much. He's trying to snatch that jersey from Daniel Menges.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so very, very much, Coach Davis. We appreciate you. And just so, for those of you that need a reminder, that money goes to our nonprofit. Everything that we get around here at Raiders Fan Radio goes to our nonprofit, the One Nation Foundation, and that foundation gives away all of its money to Raiders-related charities, including the Bolitnikoff Foundation, which is where all this money is going to go to tonight, which helps young women find sanctuary from domestic violence or substance abuse through the Tracy's Place of Hope, which is in memoriam of the great Fred Bolitnikoff's daughter, Tracy Bolitnikoff. So we appreciate you very, very much. Can't wait to draw that. We're going to have that coming up here in just a minute after we do these emails and voicemails. And so, Swag Jeff, who do we got in the emails tonight?
Oh my gosh. So, okay, first email. Hi guys, just thought I'd give you an update on the GoFundMe since we just did an update. Thanking the RFR crew for their generous contribution to my cause. We are now at $4,900.
Hey!
Yeah. So, with some other fundraising that my mom and I are pursuing, we hope to make a down payment shortly. I wish these things weren't $20,000 to $40,000, but the market is what it is. Anyway, I just thought you and the RFR listeners would get a kick out of reading the update. Thanks again. Go Raiders. Joshua Russell, a.k.a. Batman4524 on the YouTube. Thanks for giving Charles Woodson and Marcel Reese stuff away. Those two players mean a lot to me. And thanks, Swag, for giving me your number. I'm glad to call you guys friends and brothers within Raider Nation. Let's go, Joshua.
Oh, nice. And Swag Jeff, tell him about that.
Yeah, so we raised some money for Joshua. He was getting a new van.
New van for his wheelchair.
New van for his wheelchair. So and just a good dude, man.
Nice guy.
Yeah, man. So yeah, we texted all when we were in Vegas and before upcoming to the draft and stuff like that, and he was giving me his thoughts and stuff. Just a really good guy, man. Like he's a good dude.
So we're glad to hear that any of our part in helping you with your fundraising was
I
successful.
think when we started, he was only at like $1,400 or $1,200 or something like that. So $4,900. So so salute Raider Nation and all their other fundraising efforts and stuff like that.
So in fact, while you're reading Paul's email,
okay,
I will find a link to Josh's GoFundMe and I'll pop that in the chat.
Okay, perfect. Okay, hold on, let me grab a drink. This is Paul.
Okay, all right, here we go.
Paul's email sponsored by Modelo. Good evening, everybody. Hope all is well. It's really quiet in the NFL right now with very little going on. So I got to wondering about a topic that was raised by a couple content creators after the draft in Vegas. I'm still hearing and seeing stories saying Las Vegas isn't close to being a Raider town, and locals still haven't welcomed the NFL team into the city. Obviously, this has to change, and I believe it's a two-way process. From the Raiders' perspective, it's simple. Just win, baby. Winning changes everything. Nothing will bring the city and the Raiders together better than a winning team. We're adding ingredients every day to make that more of a possibility. Now we just have to transfer everything on the field and the rest will fall into place. We've improved our winning mentality off the field with the appointment of Josh McDaniels, Dave Ziegler, and Champ Kelly, and it's vital to keep the momentum going forward into the new season. I believe we're playing our part in the building of the future in that area. For me, the fault lies with the city of Las Vegas, and they have to do more. They have to understand that we're a different kind of fan base and totally unique in the world of sports. They have to understand that where we come from, we can't tag along believing the Raiders are something they invented. The locals have to engage more, and coupled with the work the Raiders do in the community, a smoother relationship would surely be the outcome. The fans just can't be looked upon as a money-making exercise. The city has to embrace the nation and the fan base that we are. Vegas needs to adapt to the fan base, not the other way around. There may be elements of the nation that they aren't comfortable with, but they're going to have to find a way of accommodating everybody because the most important people in all this are the fans. We saw signs of the atmosphere we wanted during the Charger game at the end of last season. I was only watching on TV, but man, that place sounded loud and intimidating. That's what winning does. All talk of opposing fans taking up space and the wrong kind of atmosphere will soon be a distant memory if the Raiders in Las Vegas get the next part right. The winning DNA of Las Vegas and the Raider team on the march would be an unstoppable force. I firmly believe that the Raiders are closer than we have been in a while to competing on a consistent basis. The AFC West isn't the one-team division the media dreamt of when they all jumped on board the Kermit bandwagon. Now what we have to do is start winning. That's what the city needs, the stadium needs, and more importantly, that's what we the fans deserve to see. This has got the potential to possibly be the best Raider roster since 1984. But the nagging question hanging in the air is how long will Las Vegas tolerate a non-winning team? Let's hope that question won't need an answer. Elsewhere, I read that Hunter Renfrow is 340 on the NFL pay list and currently earns less money than Dylan Stoner. This is embarrassing. Why has this man still not been paid? Congratulations to Marcel Reese on his promotion to Senior Vice President and Chief of Staff. A well-deserved honor and further proof that Mark Davis is getting things in order in the front office. And finally, the retirement of Brent Musburger at age of 130. Not everyone's cup of tea on commentary, but an outstanding career nonetheless, and good luck to him. And please, everyone, stop asking for Greg Papa to come back. Let's move on and freshen things up. Murph and Uncle Mosh in the booth with Swaggy J down on the sideline alongside MJ Acosta. Sounds like a plan to me. Sounds like a plan to me as well. Sounds like a great plan. Stay safe, RFR family. Love you, Raider Nation. His Lordship, the Royal Scribe, Paul Edgerton, Shropshire, Mississippi. Polly Award winner 2019. Foggy Glasses Award winner 2020. BRT Sizzler scorekeeper, proud made man. Five-time, plus one winner of the Raiders Fan Radio BRT Sizzler Award.
Paul, your name Paul?
Paul.
I met him with
Paul. Who? Paul.
Paul, yes, Paul.
Paul's not here. Hey, Paul. Paul.
Hi. I'm Paul.
Oh my gosh, Paul, that was amazing, man. We appreciate you so very, very much. Paul, of course, is over there in Shropshire, Mississippi, otherwise known as the UK. He is west of Birmingham, and west of Birmingham in our country is Mississippi. So we appreciate you, Paul, holding it down for us over there in the UK, and so many amazing Raider fans over there in the UK. Of course, Silver and Black UK, who we've become great friends with, and appreciate all of you. I mean, just amazing Raider fans. And so appreciate you holding it down. And Paul, I'm telling you, you got a standing invite, my man. You make your way here, or we might figure out a way we might get you out here. Well, like we need to make time.
Well,
and
you got a place to stay too.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like we'll hook you up, man. If you ever can make it over here to the U.S., man, we would love to have you join us at a game or a meetup or something, man. That would be incredible. Hey, Jeff, raise them right, raise them Raiders, man.
Okay.
Erica S in the chat, good friend of ours, Erica S. Newborn baby.
Yes.
Taking a minute to type in the chat in between feedings. Congratulations.
Perfect.
Congratulations to Erica.
Salud.
We appreciate you.
Salud.
Absolutely. Salud. That is what an incredible freaking blessing that is.
Absolutely.
And so now I'm glad to report that not only are we the most Mode 2 podcast, we're the most Goat Yoga podcast, the most Scrabble 2 podcast,
the most breastfeeding
podcast,
podcast,
the most breastfed 2 podcast as well. Add that
Perfect.
to the list.
Oh my gosh.
Heck yeah,
Let's go.
man. Let's go.
If only Apple came out with those highlights. You know what I mean? We'd be up at the tippy top.
Why don't they put that on the list, man?
I don't know. But you know who we are going to put on the list?
Who's
is
that,
Big
buddy?
Bass Raider. Big Bass Raider, while I was reading those
did he
emails.
drop thunder?
He dropped thunder, man. It's just like Big Bass Raider does, man. The Raiders are 17-0 until they're not, and then they're 16-1. Screw the rest of the AFC. A $100 donation to the One Nation Foundation. Big Bass Raider. And then followed shortly by Raider Gill 76, who I don't know if I've ever seen him before.
Raider Gill?
Raider Gill 76.
Is that our Gill?
No, that's
the Fabricator Gill in there.
Yeah, so Raider Gill 76, $20 donation says just win, baby. So let's go. Thank you,
Raider Gill, man. Right on, dude. Thank you so much. Crujo also in there. Good cause. Hobbs jersey would be awesome. And then Crujo again. Val C would like to donate for the good cause via the Crujo account. Gosh, y'all, thank you so very, very much. Incredibly kind. Of course, Big Bass in there with the bomb of a
Crujo, two $20 donations?
She had 2 in there.
Wow, let's go.
So Val is in there, and that I'm assuming that's his bride. And then also Crujo himself is in there. And then, the Raider Gill. And then, gosh, Big Bass. I mean, look at that. We had $160 just come flying in like nothing. Like, that's so kind of you all. Again, I hope that you all that are giving those donations have heard me say where it's all going, because I know you probably get sick of hearing me say it over and over again, but just know that money's going to an amazing place. And so thank you so very much. Your generosity is off the freaking chart. We appreciate you very, very much. All right, so there's our emails for the night. Let's go ahead and jump into these voicemails. So as I mentioned, if you leave a message 3 times on the show, or if you email us an indefinite amount of times, you could become a made man or a made woman. And so every crew needs a captain, and the captain of the made men and the made women is Aaron the Q-Dog Raider. We call him the Capo, and he always kicks off this segment.
Greetings, Don Murphy, Larry Moss, on the boss Sonny. Our sergeant is honest with Sizzler. Big Raider trucker. Mojo when the universe speaks. Ramon the Meme King, Swag Jeff, Wild Raider, Chuck Spiderhead McCann from the Inebriator Nation, Ron the Made Raider Nation. Yeah, you capo, I'm a little bit under the weather, but I can play sick. Now, I believe that our Raiders have finally gotten themselves a clue when it comes to doing what is necessary to win a championship. Even Melvin Gordon, he's piping off talking about the Raiders are being slept on. And that ain't easy for a former supercharger or current Bronco to say. I lay a lot of that new hopefulness at the white patent leather shoes of Mark Davis. He decided to get up and up-and-coming football guys on board with recent skins on the wall to run the show using a proven championship philosophy. Follow me now. Get an accurate quarterback with above-average IQ. Get a sure-handed tight end with mismatches all over the field. Get a number 1 receiver who commands all levels of the route tree with hands that are the stuff of legend. Get a strong stable of running backs that can control and move the chains, to seal games away. Ball control is key. Get a young offensive line with enough interchangeable parts and, just enough experience. Get a slot machine. Get a strong up-the-middle defense. Get premium man-to-man corners with zone intellects. Get a fearless slot corner. Get safeties who hit, but understand that covering the top of the defense is job 1. Then you get the best pair of pass defense rushers. That's job one. They make the defense look so much better. Then you get the best pair of pass rushers to go out there and pin their ears back and attack the opposing offense whenever they're in comeback mode, having to throw the ball over the field. Game after game after game. To that end, the Raiders have hired Matt Edwards as their defensive assistant and pass rush specialist now. Okay. He's a former Titan. Tighten up. We'll see you boys on the field at the R-Far reunion. But this guy, he was the outside linebacker coach and had a lot to do with Harold Landry III and his ascendancy. Edwards, he helped to elevate the game of this guy who he recorded career highs, 75 total tackles, 51 solo, 14 for loss, 22 quarterback hits, 12 sacks, and 1 forced fumble. Not bad. He was also named to the first Pro Bowl of his young career. Edwards also worked quite well with former Titans player and now Raiders linebacker Jayon Brown. Brown had the most productive season of his career from 2018 to 2020, especially in 2018, whenever, he was lined up and playing under Edwards' tutelage. Well, all right. I, for one, am glad that the Raiders brought in 34-year-old Colin Kaepernick for a tryout. Okay, the story is just not going away. The doubters keep saying that the guy hasn't played a game since the 2016 season, for various reasons and stuff like that I won't go into, but it's not your people that are getting killed. So you know what? Get over yourselves. But head coach Josh McDaniel, the football guy in the organization, initially declined to offer any kind of in-depth comment about Kaepernick's status with the Raiders, after the tryout. Derek Carr, the starter, this is what he said, knows this is his football team, and who else would disagree with that? It's thought to the Raiders could be searching for an upgrade over, the current backups, Jarrett Stidham and Nick Mullins. Only thing is, those two have history with the current head coach. While speaking with reporters on Tuesday, Carr let it be known that he'd be happy to welcome Kaepernick, to the roster, saying, well, I know Cap. Carr explained, according to Sherrion Williams of Pro Football Talk, I've known Colin since our days playing in the WAC. Now, I know that's saying something, and the gray hairs may give it away, but the WAC's not even a thing anymore. I remember our days back then, just watching him and what he did in college and getting to know him, and I talked to him on the phone and things like that. I've loved the time with him. I think he's a great guy. He's been a great guy to be around. I've even enjoyed being around him, talking with him, competing with him, competing against him. I've even enjoyed time around. I love him. Him and I, we'd be along great. My brother David knew the guy a little bit from the San Francisco days. He's like, I love Colin. He's awesome. I think Colin would, just have to answer a few more questions than we do at the end of games. I say those are the facts. But bottom line, I don't think this deal is going to happen. But I am glad that Mark Davis had the stones to bring him in regardless. Silver linings. The former Las Vegas Raiders fullback Marcel Reese has been promoted to become the franchise's new vice president and chief of staff. In less than 2 years with the silver and black, the Raiders have Reese listed as the second on the club's organizational chart. Now, Murph should pen a very nice, glowing letter written to Mark Davis for increasing the value of the signed number 45 jersey hanging just behind him, the hit list. Kyle Rittenhouse enrolling at Blinn College. B-Dog, are you listening? Take care of that. Jackson Mahomes, Roger Goodell, Jerry Jones, Daniel Snyder, Jim Rome, Mike Wilbon, Jason Whitlock, and Insurrectionists. See you on TV on Thursday. Root.
Let's go, Capo. That's a reason why he's the Capo.
My
man.
gosh.
Love it. Unbelievable. Like, so good, man. So good. We appreciate you. And unbelievable these donations that have been coming in, Jeff.
My gosh. Hey, if we go on another little run here, I've kind of put it in the chat a couple times, but if we go on another little run right here, we might set a Summer of Swag record.
We're dangerously close to raising more money in one night than we ever have.
So there's a challenge for you, Raider Nation.
Oh, my gosh. And listening to, and I'll tell you this tonight, so for those of you that are considering donating, we're taking a break after tonight. We're gonna take a 2-week break because the next show we're coming back with is episode 250, which will be our Fannies award show, which is our annual award show, and then that's also going to commemorate the 10-year anniversary of us podcasting.
Yes, and the 3-year anniversary of me.
That's exactly right. And so and episode 250. So we're gonna give you a break. So if you're considering giving, you won't have a chance to give again until we do 250,
weeks away,
which will be 3 weeks from now, for crying out loud. So, and we're going to take a little break. We're going to recharge our batteries. And so, anyway, so look forward to coming back with you. Plus, the Fannies is kind of a big deal for us. So we need a little bit of runway to get prepared and kind of put everything together. But anyways, so if you're considering, we appreciate you tonight. We're going to give that thing away here very, very shortly. I forgot we did have a couple of late voicemails come in. So we've got 4 to get to, 4 voicemails, and then we're going to give that thing away. But I also don't want to gloss over the Capo and that amazing, very poignant, and very just, I mean, he's also always so incredibly, whatever. I just agree with the guy most like 90% of the time, more than that, like 95% of the time. And his calls aren't great because I agree. His calls are great because they're just incredibly well placed and thought out. And so we appreciate you, Capo, and the way that you represent Raiders Fan Radio. We love you, man. And I don't know if we say that enough. And totally. Capo is, I mean, like there's some folks, and you know who you are. Ron is one of those guys that holds us down in the chat every week. You know, Capo that calls in every week. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you guys are basically just an extension of the 3 idiots that sit here in my bonus room and talk behind these microphones. So we appreciate you. All right. So I love when we get new callers, Jeff.
Oh, good.
All right. New caller to the show, Brian from Facebook. So we do this show live on the YouTubes, but it also goes to our Twitter feed. It goes to our Facebook and whatever.
Sure.
And I feel bad because anybody that watches us on the Facebooks, like we can't interact with you because we can't follow the Facebook chat. So, but anyway, so this guy hit me up and he goes, "Hey Murph, let me get a shout out on the show." I said, "Well, call." So he called. So here you go. Brian from Facebook. Here's your shout out, man, and appreciate you calling.
Hey, this is Brian on Facebook. Come on, Murph. Put me on. Let's go. Raiders all day. 979, or let's go. Raiders out in Texas, baby. Let's win.
There you go.
Perfect. Love it.
Right on. Thank you. Appreciate you, Brian from Facebook. Just win. And he gave us his whole number. I had to cut it out there because I wanted at least to have his area code in there.
Well, if we call him 3 times, what does that mean?
Can I become a made man?
Yeah.
Can I become a made man on Brian from Facebook's freaking Facebook page?
Yeah. We're going to get made Brian shirt.
Oh, my gosh. All right, next up, let's go to this guy's becoming one of my favorites. I don't put my thumb on the scale in terms of like the best call or email of the night, which we call the Sizzler Award. But this is fun. I always love the ones that are well produced and a lot of effort and energy goes into it. And this is Sergeant Joe Friday of Dragnet fame, of course.
Yes.
And so Sergeant Joe Friday responds. So there's this ongoing kind of feud between the Mangus brothers and all this kind of stuff that goes on. This is a little bit inside jokey, so if you're not familiar with our show, it might miss a little bit, but the talent behind this is incredible. Let's check in with Sergeant Joe Friday.
This is Sergeant Joe Friday of the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department, and I'd like to address the upcoming extractive compilation of Fannie Awards, going back to the 2021 awards and then fast-forwarding to the present amalgamation of insipid, if not ignominious, awards on behalf of Raiders Fan Radio. First, post-year congratulations to last year's pre-Fannie Award winners, Derek Carr's 2021 season, Schmucky the Raider Bear, Michelle Sweat, Big Bass Raider, Daniel and Matthew Mangus, the 2021 Baking Sheet Beatdown, Raiderette Michelle, and Max Crosby. And last year's Fannie recipients, Will Compton, Raider-born Rico, QB Jeff, Ron the Mater Raider, Trent Brown, Big Raider Trucker, Tida Raider, the Karaoke Kid, Paulie Award winner, Pirate 1975, Juggernaut Award winner, Kill Jadis, and last but not least, T-Hom Thom. Thom's award is the reason why I was called in last year. The Mangus brothers charged him with grand theft of the 2021 Gemini Award, and they indeed have a case. But after undercover work, I've come up with new evidence that proves that last year's Gemini Award should have in fact gone another way. If you know your history, more specifically Greek mythology, you know that Gemini is represented by the twins Castor and Pollux. But what many don't know is that one of the twins, Pollux, was immortal, while the other, Castor, was a mere mortal. Which begs the question, if the Manguses are able to regain their Gemini title, are they willing to look not into the mirror but directly into each other's faces and determine which one of them is the stronger one, the immortal one? Meanwhile, T-Hom has indicated that he is happy to step back and see how everything unfolds and see which Mangus will go top rope on the other. Until we pick it up again with the Fanny Awards in the coming weeks, this has been your faithful servant, Sergeant Joe Friday, reminding you all that revenge is a dish best served cold, especially if it's cold meats from Domenico's Deli. Stay safe out there and have a nice day.
Oh my gosh, let's go, Sergeant Joe Friday.
That is awesome.
Very well done. Very, very well done. All right, so if that joke didn't, or if that call didn't make any sense to you, check in with us in 3 weeks when we do our Fanny Awards, and it will make plenty of sense to you as we give out our awards to not only our listeners, but we give awards out to different Raiders, and sometimes even it's self-referential, but it's always a great, great time where we get to have a chance to just kind of celebrate. It's the offiest of the off season, so that's why we pick this time of year, end of June, early July, when there's nothing else going on, to just kind of, we dress up in our Raiders best, so we invite you to do the same. Send us pictures of you wearing your Raider best, and we're going to celebrate this thing that's Raider Nation and also the amazing listening audience of Raiders Fan Radio, and that's coming up. Holy crap. Let's go! We just set a freaking record. You guys set a record. We didn't set
y'all
shit.
Y'all just set the Summer of Swag record.
Biggest night of freaking of donations we've ever had in a single evening. You guys, mind blown. Thank you. I freaking heart exploding. You guys, amazing. Swag Jeff, tell us what just happened in the freaking chat.
Yeah. So Ebony Graves dropped another $10 in here. Said I got $10 in. Big Bass Raider, 80 more bucks. 80 more bucks.
Freaking dollars.
So $80 from Big Bass Raider said, let's effing go. Absolutely. And then John Ogle said, I got another 20. Anyone else stepping up? Wow, you guys stepped up in a massive way. In a massive way.
That's insane.
I'm blown away. I'm absolutely blown away.
We keep.
I'm absolutely blown away.
It's like it's the most humbling thing ever. It's just like that you all would think enough of us to do this and think of what our foundation is and what it represents and where it's going and all that is the most flattering, freaking, and honoring thing ever. And we cannot thank you enough. That is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I know we're doing cool stuff, but it's almost a like we're not worthy kind of moment. It's like,
absolutely,
you know what I mean? It's like, look, and then Crujo with another freaking $20 freaking dollars says, let's effing go, or F it, let's go. I mean, this is insane. Wow. This is nuts. This is nuts. Thank you. I cannot wait. God dang it. I cannot wait to go to Blitnikoff this year. And I hope those of you, and you can go. You can join us at the dinner. You can you can buy a ticket to the event and meet up with us and see where your money's going. And like when you go to the dinner and they do the presentation and you hear the testimonies from these young women and you see the amount of care that's put into there. Ah, damn it, Big Shane just dropped 50 freaking bucks.
Let's go.
Says hell, why not? It's a great cause.
Let's go. Hey, let's keep it coming. Hey, this could be monumental.
We might get into 4 figures if we keep this up.
Hey, keep it up.
Oh my gosh. Big Shane, thank you. So what I was saying is that you see these presentations, you see these young women, they come up, they come to the event, they speak, you hear Angela Bolitnikoff and Fred deliver, very heartfelt, references to what they do in their work, and it's just like it's an amazing event. If you can go, it's December 16th, Jeff. Yeah,
yes,
December 16th at the
right before the Sunday night football game against the Pats.
Against the Patriots. So so you can go and attend this event and see this stuff firsthand and hang out with us and hang out with legendary as a Raider fan dream.
Go and sit and just listen to Phil Villapiano and Fred talk back and forth.
Absolutely, Raymond Chester and Tom Flores and George Atkinson and of course Mark Davis and Rich Bisaccia and it's an amazing
event,
and so we appreciate. I'm telling you,
it's amazing.
The Jay says he'll be there. Raider Gears and Threads in there.
Good.
Look at that Trex Lord, first time donation. Love the show, fellas. Murph, Love takes since finding you from Mondays with Mikey and Murph. Ain't no community like Raider Nation. Let's go. Thank you, brother, for that $20 donation. 100% of that money is going to go to that Bolitnikoff Foundation dinner that we're talking about, and we can't wait to present a check on behalf of all the listening audience of Raiders Fan Radio. You guys just, I mean, I'm going to shut up because otherwise I'm going to take up all of our airtime by just thanking you guys over and over and over again. So I'm going to shut up now and move on to the next voicemail. But thank you. That is just know that it is incredibly kind. My gosh, that's just, it blows me away. All right. Next up, let's hear from our buddy up there. And he calls himself the northernmost Raider fan. He is up there in Alaska. He is Kill Jadis.
Oh, yeah. Keep it live and listen to me jive. It's the Macho Man.
Unbelievable.
I'm here to tell you that Gilgy is a little busy right now. He's trying to go into work right now, and I'm working late. So unfortunately, I'm the one that's got to do this entire phone call. Yeah. But you know what? He just wants to let you all know that if you get on the Raider Fan Radio Discord and everything, you're going to get the shortened version of Schmucky the Raider Bear theme song. Yeah. But he wants to make sure that Schmucky gets it first. So Schmucky, head on down to Discord sometime and hit us up. We'll go and get you that theme song so you can put it on your YouTube channel. Yeah. But besides that, OTAs, yeah. And the minicamp. Football season's just around the corner for the Macho Man. Yeah. And I love it. I wish it'd start now. We gotta be patient. You know what I saw? Melvin Gordon himself, former Charger, former Bronco, decided to say that everyone is sleeping on the Raiders. Yeah. Well, that's right. They're definitely sleeping on the Raiders. And there's definitely going to be nightmares coming for them if they're going to keep on sleeping because they're dreaming if they think they can get one up on us. Yeah. Because we have got a dynamic team and we're going to be rising to the top like the Chiefs. The funny little silly Chiefs think that they're going to keep on holding on to the West. Well, guess what there, Chiefs? Your time is done. It's over. Because you know what? The Raiders are coming for you. And we're going to gut you like a fish. Yeah. You better believe it. And now, let's just forget about everything. Let's enjoy the process that we have going on, and I'll get you on the flip side. Ooh, yeah. Dig it.
All right, there he is, Kill Jadis. Nice. Of course, Macho Man, Raider Savage. We appreciate you, my friend. All right, one more to get to. Let's going to jump into this here. This is the Mangus brothers who are in deep on the drawing tonight. So let's hear from the Mangus brothers. They have challenged the Raider Karaoke Kid, Jeff, for their Summer of Swag theme song.
Oh, whoa.
So here we go. So this is, speaking of the Manguses, Daniel effing Mangus drops $55 for NFL sack leader Book It. Can you dig that, sucker? Hell yes, we can dig that. We can dig that $55. We appreciate you, my man.
And I'm going to throw you an extra $5, Daniel.
Beautiful. Thank you, Swag Jeff. Round that sucker up to $60. Get that extra poker chip in there. We are getting ready to.
Hey, and I'm going to tell you this.
Yeah, do we do it?
Someone drop a 10. Someone drop $10.
$10 and we'll be there?
Just someone drop $10. Just shut up and someone drop a 10.
All right, so I'm going to play the Mangus brothers. Daniel, that is effing incredible. Thank you so very, very much for that $55 donation. Badass. So let's hear from you and your brother as you guys come up with the new Summer of Swag theme song.
Alrighty. Raider Karaoke Kid, eat your heart out. I want to win swag. Bum, bum. We want to win swag. We don't care how much it costs, but they will call us in a month. We don't care. Cause God knows we want to win swag. Strange, but it's true. Thanks to Swag Jeff, now we want swag too. We've got to hold on for the summer of swag. Oh, we want to win swag. Yeah. I want to win swag.
Oh no, look at
I don't care how much I have to put in. I just have to wait. I want to win swag. That Nate Hobbs jersey is mine.
Oh my gosh, there they are, the freaking Megas brothers bringing it, man. We love it. They want to win swag. Well, you guys have represented in the biggest way. I'm going to take over here for a minute while Jeff is tallying this stuff.
You're going to
up.
pick the Sizzler Award tonight.
I'm going to pick the Sizzler Award. That's fine. All right. So the Mangus brothers. So Daniel is in there with another $10. Let's see. Okay. So I got Daniel on a 55. Daniel comes again with your $10 you requested. Coach Davis comes in with another $10. Michelle Sweat drops $50.
Let's go.
Let's effing go, bestie. Drops $50 in there and says, let's run it up. B. Al drops $20 in there and says, dun dun Raiders. We love you, B. Al. Thank you so much. Then Big Bass Raider jumps in there with another $20 and says, since he missed out last week, Jeff's running out of poker chips.
I really am.
Aaron the Q-Dog Raider drops another $10 in there and says, good. Ron the Maid Raider drops $10. Pineapple just dropped another $10 and said, best charity ever. You guys, we are smoking this freaking record. This is amazing.
Unbelievable.
We're gonna hit like not only a freaking record for the night, we're gonna hit big freaking in terms of our yearly goal. Y'all, I cannot thank you enough. This is badass. This is badass. All right, so I'm gonna handle the Sizzler Award. Jeff, you got to hit the buttons for me over there on the when we announce it.
Do it.
But so we had some amazing emails tonight. Of course, we had Joshua that came in with his email. We thank you so much, Joshua, for your email, and congratulations on your fundraising as you're trying to get a new wheelchair. Gosh, Lee B drops another $10. 'Tis the season of giving. Loves this community. We love you, Lee B. Badass, man. Thank you so very, very much. Crew Joe with another $10. Holy shit, Jeff can't write fast enough over there. This is insane. Like the whole screen over here is nothing but yellow and orange. I'm colorblind, otherwise I can tell you what colors they all are. It's a lot of different colors. There's a lot of donations flying in. This is absolutely incredible. Gosh, you guys are the freaking best, man. Love you, love you, love you. All right, so we had Joshua come in and give us a report on his fundraising for his new wheelchair. We have Paul, of course, the great Paul, who leads off our email segment. We appreciate you so very, very much. Paul holding it down for us, who's basically the capo of the emailers. And then our capo, Aaron the Q-Dog Raider, kicked off the voicemails with an incredible voicemail there. We appreciate you, Aaron the Q-Dog Raider. Then we had Brian from Facebook. Way to go, Brian from Facebook. And hope to hear from you a couple more times so you can be a made man. We appreciate Sergeant Joe Friday checking in with an incredibly well-placed dragnet call. Appreciate Kill Jadis with Raider Macho Savage. Appreciate the Manguy calling in there with a new song. But the Sizzler Award, which goes to the best emailer or phone caller of the week. This week, since it's my call, I'm going to go with Sergeant Joe Friday.
I am the Sizzler.
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 We appreciate you, Sergeant Joe Friday.
We are Metallica, and we are here for your Oakland Raiders!
You know why we out here, and we ain't playing around today.
From The Walking Dead to errant Jedi Knights, Raiders fans are a rogues gallery.
Joe Friday. All right, we appreciate you, Sergeant Joe Friday, with that, and hey, I had to pick it because it was an incredibly well produced voice message there. And if you ever want to do one of those, you can just email it to the show at RaidersFanRadio.com, and I'll be glad to play it that way. That's how Rico gets his calls in. So any of those of you that are overseas, we would love to hear from you. Just record yourself on your phone or your computer or whatever, and then just email it to us at RaidersFanRadio.com. So Trinidad just dropped another $10 in there, Jeff, as as you're going and adding in. I don't ever want to tell anybody to not donate, but we're coming to the end of this thing. Jeff's over there furiously writing down all these amazing donations that have come in. And so we appreciate all of you. We're getting ready to give that thing away in just a second, as soon as Jeff gets done adding everything up. So in the meantime, let me just kind of tell you how much we love you. You know where the money's going. And thank you so much for supporting the One Nation Foundation that supports Raiders-related charities. And so just a little bit of housekeeping. Again, we're going to be off for the next 2 weeks, and then we're coming back for the Fanny Awards at the end of the month. And then also, if you're coming to Tennessee, the Raiders schedule is out. They're playing the Titans early on in the season. And if you're coming out to Tennessee, let us know. We've got a Facebook page. You can go to Raiders Fan Radio Meetups, and so many of our good friends are there, and you can let us know that you're coming. Let us know. Folks are trying to match up where their seats are so we can all kind of get close to each other best we can. We're not sure where we're going to sit yet, but definitely let us know. RFR Rules, Jesus Alvarez says in there with a $5 donation. I'm going to bump him up another $5. Jeff, give him a dang poker chip. Jesus Alvarez in there. And he says RFR Rules. You rule. This community rules. We're just the idiots with microphones. You guys and the way that you support us is absolutely incredible, and we thank you so very, very much. Jeff's got it done. I think we got to be done in terms of entries now. We got to draw for this thing. And so, Jeff, if you're ready to roll, man, let's go ahead and draw for this Nate Hobbs jersey. And shit, I feel like I want to give more away. Give us the skinny, man. What happened?
Wow. Wow. Thanks for holding it down for me there for a little bit. So we got this Nate Hobbs jersey that we're about to do this raffle for. I'm speechless, man. This is unbelievable. The amount of money that we just raised. We shattered a record.
Our record before was $800.
It was $800. $800 was our record, and we destroyed that record today. That record today. So we're going to break this down.
Okay.
I'm going to go down the list in no particular order. Well, actually, yeah, I'm going to go in a particular order. I'm going to start from the first to the last. We have 22 people donate tonight.
Wow, that's a record too.
Okay, and think about this. 22 people donated. And then just remember 22 people gave this amount of money. Okay? Okay. So, Ty Raider, $10 donation. Kill Jadis, $10 donation. Matthew Mangus, $20 donation. John Ogles. Don't look at the number.
No,
just hold it up. So okay, good. Yeah. Let's see. John Ogles, a $40 donation. Tyrone Graves, $10 donation. Big Shane, $150 donation.
Holy crap!
I'm going to put those in last.
Oh my gosh!
I'm going to put those in last. Aaron the Q Dog Raider, $30 donation.
Awesome.
Let's see. Trinidad, $30 donation.
Thank you, Trin.
Blind Athlete, $20 donation.
Thank you.
Let's see. Fabricator Gil, $20 donation.
Thank you, Gil.
Ebony Graves, $50 donation.
Thank you, Miss Ebony. Gosh.
Pineapple, $60 donation.
$60. Thank you, Pineapple.
Daniel Menges, $190 donation.
Oh, shit. Let's go, Daniel.
Coach Davis.
Oh, my gosh.
$110 donation.
Gosh, dang it. Thank you, Coach Davis.
Lee B, $40 donation.
Thank you, Lee B.
Big Bass Raider, $200 donation.
Oh! 2 bills from Big Bass Raider.
Raider Gill, $20 donation.
Thank you, Raider Gill. New to the show.
Crew Joe, $70 donation.
Thank you, Crew Joe. My gosh.
Tress Lord, $20 donation.
Thank you, Tress Lord.
Michelle Sweat, $50 donation.
Thank you, Bestie.
Ron the Materator, $10 donation.
Thank you, Ron.
Jesus Alvarez, $10 donation.
Thank you, Jesus.
So I'm going to put these big ticket items in here now.
Okay. You have like 2 poker chips left over there.
I had to get more. I set out like massive amounts over here and kept some over there and was like, I'm not going to go use all these tonight. I did.
Oh my gosh.
I did. So.
Okay.
June 8th, 2022. Second annual Summer of Swag.
Okay.
Raider Nation. for the One Nation Foundation, you guys raised $1,170. Let's go!
Dude, almost $1,200.
$1,170.
Dude,
like
you show me.
Like I got chicken skin.
You show me another podcast audience that raises well over a GER for a freaking charity. Unbelievable. You guys rule. Here's over $1,000. Bruh.
Like I don't know. I'm gonna cry.
Forget the chills. I'm gonna cry.
Yeah. I've got the wet eyes. Like
that's.
Wow. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
That's crazy, dude. Thank you. Guys.
Unbelievable.
That's unbelievable. All right, let's draft for this.
Okay.
All right, am I pulling the chip?
I'm bringing it
You're
to you.
bringing them to me. Okay.
I'm bringing it to
my
you.
camera. All right, here we go. Oh my gosh, that's insane, y'all. All from Tracy's Place of Hope, as Daniel says in there. Absolutely, it is. Oh my gosh, that is absolutely insane. All right, so Jeff's bringing over the poker chips for those of you that are on the audio podcast.
We're mixing it up good.
Can I give? You know what? Can I throw in an extra?
Yeah.
You know what we're gonna do tonight, Raider Nation? We're gonna draw two. I told you about the Daryl LaMonica autograph. When you raise over $1,000, we're gonna freaking give some shit away. So we're gonna give you this Daryl LaMonica autograph jersey away too. So if I'm gonna pull two poker chips. So anyway, so I'm gonna pull the first one for the Hobbs, and then somebody else is gonna walk away with this Daryl LaMonica autograph jersey because this is just bananas. Okay, I'm not looking.
Okay, don't look at it and don't read it yet.
I'm not looking.
Put it down.
Where? I don't. Well, just.
Put
Well,
it
I
down.
want to keep it on camera.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm not looking.
Okay.
What am I gonna hand it to you, or what am I doing?
No,
Let me just tell you what number it is.
You read it.
All right, I'm just gonna flip it to the camera so everybody can read it with me. Is that a 6?
Number 6.
Number
the
6.
winner is Big Shane.
Oh, Big Shane! Let's go. Okay, Big Shane. Big Shane gets the autographed Nate Hobbs jersey. All right, and let's say you can't win twice. We should give it.
win twice.
You can't win twice. You got to. So if I pull another 6, it's got to go to somebody else. All right, there it is.
Okay, don't
I'm not looking. I'm not looking. All right, Big Shane. Big Bass Raider says the One Nation Foundation is a big winner tonight. Amen.
They're the
brother.
real winners.
Amen, brother. Amen. All right, you ready?
Ready.
Let's see. 13.
Daniel Menges.
Let's go, Daniel. Fantastic. There you
Big
go,
Shane
Daniel.
gets the Hobbs, and Daniel Menges gets the Mad Bomber.
Gets the Mad Bomber. So here we go. So there's the JSA certification. There's the Daryl LaMonica, the black with the silver number, and you're going to get the Mad Bomber jersey sent to you. And then as Jeff is holding up over there, the Hobbs jersey. Guys, this is absolutely unfreaking real. I cannot believe that we raised well over $1,000 tonight. And again, and I say we, I mean you, like the collective we, because you all are absolutely just a blessing. And I hope that none of that ever gets lost, and that you trust us to represent you and to represent the foundation and to where this money is going to go. And I would only hope that we get to see some of you there when we get to do it, because it just means the world to us, and your kindness and your generosity is not lost. And as you know, it was said, the One Nation Foundation is the big winner. Bolitnikoff Foundation is the big winner, and Tracy's Place of Hope and those young women are the big winners tonight. And so we just thank you for what you've done. I mean, it's emotional, man. Like this is absolutely,
this is unbelievable,
unbelievable, absolutely insane. This, here we are. Somebody told me once upon a time, I think it was Sonny, my cousin, talked about how, here we are, we're just fans. We just do this stuff because we love our team. We love to get together with Raider fans, and we connect with Raider fans all over the world. Yeah. It's not just an Oakland thing or a Vegas thing or a SoCal thing. We're connecting with Raider fans all over the world, and we can. And the thing that's so beautiful about Raider Nation is that we can be edgy and we can be tough and we can be the most villainous fan base and all that kind of shit. But you know what? You can be kind at the same time, and your kindness is not lost on us. And that amount of money just blows us away, and we are honored. And I can't thank you enough. And I'm going to shut up because I know I'm gushing right now, but you are the best. We love you so very, very much. Jeff, hit the outro here, and then we're going to see you in a few weeks. We're going to see you for the fannies, and man, it's just, I don't know what else to say. See you in Tennessee. I I don't know. I don't want to promote the show even. I just want to thank you guys. And I'm just going to leave it at that. Jeff, what do you got?
Yeah, and thanks to everyone in the chat. And thanks to everyone that donated. Tiderator, Kill Jadis, Matthew Mangus, John Ogle, Tyrone Graves, Big Shane, Capo, Trinidad, Blind Athlete, Fabricator Gill, Ebony Graves, Pineapple, Daniel Mangus, Coach Davis, Levy, Big Bass Raider, Raider Gill 76, Crew Joe, Tress Lord, Michelle Sweat, Ron the Mater Raider, Jesus Alvarez. Wow. I'm at a loss of words as well. You guys, this is very humbling and really truly shows that Raider Nation, it's not just about football. This is familia.
It's family, baby.
It's family. It's family. So, and thanks to everyone in the chat. Ebony Graves, James Furpo, Big Bass Raider, Lee B, Paul Edgerton, B. Al, Aaron the Q-Dog Raider, Omar Juarez, Crew Joe, Pineapple, Raider Gill, Michelle Sweat, the Mangus Boys, let's see, Tider Raider, Big Shane, Kill Jadis, I mean, Coach Davis. You guys, thank you. Thank you. I mean, this was a fun show, but I don't give a shit about the show anymore. It's this.
Yeah.
It's this.
Yeah.
So thanks to everyone for tuning in for another episode of Raiders Fan Radio, episode number 249, where we take a lighter side journey into the dark side. Don't forget, folks, what happens in Vegas started in Oakland. Good night, everybody. We love you. Seriously, we love you.
Get out, YouTube!
Goodbye.